Welcome to AA, where we do whale noises.
I was just watching a video about these divers that basically get like sonar poisoning, like they're like around whales, and if they're around them so much, you know how you hear like the clicks and stuff that whales do when they emit their sonar technology.
Yeah.
If you're too close to it, not to mention that like underwater, it's like it's like hundreds of dBs underwater, and if you're around it too much, it actually heats up your inside. Because you're just being pelted with energy. It's crazy.
I love being pelted with energy.
Yeah. Also, whales have a brain that's almost 6 times the size of ours, and their frontal cortex and their I forgot the other part of the brain, but yeah, they've had.
Who doesn't go human hunting?
They've had they've had more complicated brains, and even like their frontal cortex or the neocortex, which governs higher conscious thought and speech. They've had that for 15 million years before humans fucking changed from shrews.
Welcome everybody to the whale fact corner of Twitch.
You have subscribed to interesting whale facts on Twitch.
Hi, Potats.
The discount BBC Planet.
Shut up about the sun.
We add that to our categories.
Whales are hella scary underwater. They're not very scary out of water. They kind of get bitchy. But hi everyone. Hey, Jagged is game day. Hi, Curls. Sorry that you couldn't steal that sweatshirt from Nick. It is game day, Jay. Thank you. Wink.
Are both of my lamps just leaning? It looks like they're both leaning.
They do look like they're both leaning.
I think it's. Is it because you're closer to one lamp?
No, they're both leaning.
Are they actually, or is that just...
Hey, Whimsy.
Yeah, no, they're both leaning.
I'm doing great today. How are you?
I know my lamps. They are both actually leaning.
Do you, though?
What was the sad event?
Sad event?
The merge. Oh.
The merge was a sad event? Or sorry, the... not being able to get the sweatshirt.
You still have it and just like frame it like a jersey, just beat Nick up, which would be easy.
We've all.
Yeah, maybe you're the one that's off, Jay. Jezza? God damn it. I'm back to that.
Shay?
I said Jay.
Not even close. Oh, they said Shay.
No, I mean, Shay's pretty close. You're both bubbly. She hiccups more.
Bubbly.
Fair.
Good luck as long as possible. Have fun today. Thank you.
Jay?
You too. Nick does have low con stat. Yes. I think you'd win with your strength stat over the con stat. And he has nothing to say to defend himself.
Yeah, hold your mic.
I can't disagree with reporter. Facts. Yeah, I have to hold my mic because I forgot the one bit that between the tripod and the mic.
Every time you go to talk and you say, tonight's on Fiverr.
Well, without further ado, we can hop into chapter 36. Jeremy.
Welcome to the Arcane Archives, a collective of creative curators pouring our passions into the dungeons of dragons. We have multiple socials, our main one being Instagram, where we post all of our art, all shots of battle maps that you can get a closer look at from our one shot, as well as the final boss fight with the last episode, or with the last chapter of Vovek the Bestow, which is up on our YouTube. But yeah, the Instagram has a lot of cool artistic shots of the minis, not the painted ones yet, so trying to find a good way of putting them all up there, or I'll just, not on it and just throw them all up there. And the YouTube, which has all of our backlog episodes you can see live now, well, not live, they're on the YouTube now, all the in-person Exploring the Archives, the one shot that we ran, and then of course chapter 35, Vovek the Bestowed, a very heart-wrenching and intense battle. So if you missed it, head over to the YouTube, hit that subscribe and that bell so you're never behind any of the story that is to come. And aside from the Instagram and the YouTube, we also have a website, www.thearcanearchives.com, where you can find backstories on the characters, backstories on IRL characters. All of the episodes are logged there as well. You can comment on them. You can have discussions, fan fictions or whatever, where you can try to figure out what Fern's going to do to us. We're going to be putting some more behind the scenes stuff, videos behind the scenes from our live stuff, toasts that we made, maybe the video of when we finally met Jake and Cade for the first time outside of the airport. A lot of cool things are going to go into that. That's going to be an ongoing process as we utilize our very talented Brandon Dank Bud Baker, our behind the scenes wizard gremlin who has put this all together for us. But aside from the website, the Instagram, and the YouTube, we also have a community Discord. Mr. Vunra.
Yes, we do have a community Discord. Links are all in the doobly-doo for everything. But yeah, go ahead and swing by, hang out with us. We do have reaction rolls that you can go ahead and give yourself the notification squad roll. That way you can get my lovely post every time we go live. Yeah, so come join that, hang out with us. I want to grow that and just have more of your beautiful faces in there to hang out while we're not streaming. So yeah.
And yeah, we have a lonely.
I
was gonna say we have a lonely watch party going on right there. Someone go give Potat some love and hang out with him.
Oh, Potats! Hey, Potats! In the Discord, you can also vote for who's gonna be on the Exploring the Archive. So if anything particularly interesting happens with the one character in a session, and you want to dig into their brain and figure out what was up with their character or their thoughts as a person, vote for them. Then you get to ask them anything, and I mean anything you want, the following Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at Twitch/The Arcane Archives.
They don't have to.
I like Potats. Wow, the Discord looks so awesome. I bet that all the people who are not in here yet will like it a lot. That's my Potats.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
So Potats good.
You just can't say any words that have TH. You just have to take away the H and then just have a T.
Yes.
For instance, the things is just tings. That's great.
Actually, yeah. I think what was it? There's a Dutch YouTuber that I watch. Yeah, it's yeah.
Alrighty.
And anyway,
does he specialize in rudders?
I'm contributing to the conversation.
You tried to yes and failed.
Well, without further ado, if nobody has any further announcements, let's hop into this week's chapter of the Arcane Archives. Arcane! Alrighty. So, in last week's chapter of the Arcane Archives, chapter 35, the collective, after a long and tiring journey, finally faced off with Vovek the Bestowed, a hulking Goliath that had been terrorizing not only them, but the coasts of Uthran and Celeria for some months now, aiding the Bureau in trying to incite a war between the two kingdoms. Trapped in some sort of dreamlike shadow world, the collective fought in the lost city of Celeria, where they first met this terrifying Goliath. After a very long battle that left all but 2 of the collective unconscious with a geyser of water, Ecclesius sent Vovek to his inevitable demise, with Alar striking the final blows and ending the life of Vovek the Bestowed. After a meeting with the Raven Queen, separating the collective from her duty as well as Alar from the Goliath, the rest of you were returned back into your actual bodies back in Uthron in the Fighters Guild, where Cain and Isaac escorted you to the basement, away from people to rest, as well as Cain went to inform the Vuner family what has happened, while Isaac watched over you all and gave you some cover as you proceeded to cast a spell to hopefully contact Sven. After casting said spell using what electrum you had, you were not able to get a message out to him, but instead got a different effect, one of scrying, where you saw a cloaked and shrouded Sven on a ship that was on the water, heading somewhere unknown to all of you. And that is where we wrapped last session. As we come back, as all of you eventually pass out on the beds around you, beaten, bloodied, bruised, strength taken out of most of you, and a lot of blood taken out of all of you. All effects that happen during the Vovek fight have faded. Anyone that had your max HP reduced, it is now reset back to normal. Those of you that had your strength reduced, your strength is back to normal. All of you still feeling very sore, like you've ran a marathon, but healthy nonetheless. As you all wake up in the basement of the Fighters Guild, what would you all like to do? I miss Jay's face already. I look over and I just see a stupid picture. A beautiful picture, but a stupid picture.
It's kind of an improvement, but that's my opinion.
This is after a long night's rest or right after Sven?
Long night's rest.
Okay.
Night.
Well, I'm gonna need a new sword.
Yep.
Preferably a great one.
No,
Oh, and
you
javelins.
get bad ones.
Actually, hang on. Quick question. So I threw javelins, did not retrieve them. I'm assuming I no longer have them.
Yeah, we'll make you guys spend some more money. You do not have them.
Money we don't have.
It's like 2 gold. Shut up.
I think it's more than that,
I
but
think we have like 4 in total.
0.
A javelin's 5 silver. All right, you threw 4. 2
how
gold.
many am I allowed to carry?
5.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, actually, great.
0.
Yes, Ecclesius.
Now that we have taken care of Vovek the Bestowed, I think it would be wise to try to form another meeting with the Council of Uthran to let them know that we have been successful in our mission.
Yes, I think that is a great idea. We should probably try and get in contact with Cain, see what my parents have been doing about this. They might be setting up one as we speak, but I think maybe we should talk to them first.
So as you are all waking up, you're getting your morning routines out as much as you can. Are you all right over there? Are you hiccuping, sneezing, and coughing all at once?
When you inhale beer and you're eating cornbread at the same time.
What does that?
No,
what does that? What does that produce?
It's just what you do. Like you die a little on the inside.
Got it.
You get fucked.
As you're all getting your morning routines out of the way, you all notice that Isaac, standing like a statue, still at that mid-platform of the stairs, still looking at the top to make sure nobody else comes down.
Hey, Alar. Do you think you are going to continue following the Raven Queen?
I think you witnessed me. I mean, I didn't say fuck you, but I was a little more curt than what I wanted to be.
Or what? Who's Kurt?
I think that's a word, right? That's a word.
I don't know. You tell me.
Just be frank. Don't be curt.
Next roll is a disadvantage.
I got it. DM, that's well deserved.
Opposite of DM inspiration.
Eddie's inspired. Urodin is.
I mean, pretty much anything Nick says makes me want to do that. So.
No, I intend to keep on the path that I was before interacting with the Raven Queen.
Okay.
Ayla.
I mean, that's good.
Ayla, do you regret your connection with the Raven Queen?
No, it served its purpose. I don't think she's evil, whatever that means, but it was... I don't like being beholden to a deity like that. I mean, she didn't make me kill someone, but it was almost like that.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I'm proud that you made the decisions that you made, and I think we've all grown from it, so.
Yeah, you've grown like 30 years.
Something like that.
I didn't know humans could age so quickly.
Well, when you have a ghost kind of do it for you.
Just do it.
We should tell Isaac that we no longer need this privacy. And Zion, did you have any more business to do in this Fighters Guild? Because I think what we came to do, we were interrupted.
Yeah, I think that June actually had the business here. I kind of stepped in when challenged and got in your way a little bit. I apologize, June. Got a little bit carried away there.
It's not your fault, Zio. But yeah, I still would like to talk to Kane. But I think what Ecclesias might have meant was if you had any unfinished business with that. I don't know what to
Leo.
Boy.
Warp?
I think Leo can wait. He's a small. No, he can wait.
Yeah, Leo can wait. There'll be plenty of time for me to kick his ass later.
So, do we go back to your estate?
Well, Isaac.
So he's not like standing next to you. He's up by the stairs. If you want to go up and talk to him.
I figured I was kind of shouting.
He looks down at you, arms behind his back as he walks down the stairs, and he walks up. Yes, Lord Vundra.
Has Kane returned, or do you know where he is at?
Some point last night he did, yes. I do not know where he is now.
Did he tell you any information of what my parents might have said?
He said that he informed your family on what has transpired, and that they were going to pass the message along.
Okay, well, thank you very much for watching over us. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you.
You're very welcome. Is there anything else I can do for any of you? Otherwise, I do have business to attend.
I think that we can carry on our own now.
Very well. If you need anything, I will be upstairs.
Thank you.
As he turns and takes his leave.
Well, shall we head back to my house?
I think so.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Did anyone get the name of our carriage driver? Because I did not, and I don't know if he's still waiting for us.
I wonder if he's still waiting for us, but the name's not too important.
He should be fucking waiting for us.
He's butler number 437.
Man, did I forget
Stole
about
my
that.
joke. You stole my fucking joke.
Wait, how long were we even gone for? Did Cade or Isaac say? I feel like we were gone for, might have been short now that I think about it, like 2.5 minutes. The fight. Real quick.
Probably about 10 minutes. Just a few moments.
Yeah, we weren't gone for long. That seemed apparent, but we didn't get an exact time by any means.
Well, let's go outside to see if our chauffeur is outside.
As we walk, I'm gonna walk next to Alar. Before, I know this is probably a little too soon, but I mean, such as yourself, a capable fighter, maybe seek out Cord. He has guided me. He may guide you.
It is a fair idea, but right now I feel more comfortable with my traditional ways.
That is fair. I should have waited. That's my fault.
No, you're fine. I know nothing. I don't know too much about Cord. I'm sure he's a good god, if someone such as yourself follows him, but I just...
You know, a lot of these other patrons have like pamphlets and stuff. Cord doesn't roll that way. He likes to just lay low, be mysterious as hell. It's great.
I do like a good mystery.
You all with your deities and gods, it is perplexing, interesting, but I still don't understand why.
Well, it's kind of like there's an entire assembly around shiny bits. I don't get why, but there is.
Are you, is that a stab at what I do? Is that a stab at me and my...
That's kind of what it sounded like.
It was like a
stepping
pat.
back.
One could argue that the Esoteric Assembly worships those items in a way.
That would be like saying that a shopkeeper... Now I am French. A shopkeeper... This is my name now. That it would almost sound like a shopkeeper would worship the wares that they push. I don't think worship is the right word here.
Well, I think they worship the coin they received for those items. So, in a sense, they, you know, when they get those hot commodities and things like them, they worship them. They're like, oh yeah, we'll buy that for 6 gold and turn around and sell it for 800.
I think we are using the word worship in the different ways, but we can get into the whole pantheon of gods maybe later. It seems like a very deep subject.
Is this something we should talk about when we all get very hammered?
You won't find
down.
me hammered, but
I'd like to see Cthulhu trying the mead again.
Never
Why?
again.
Because it'll make him instantly go to bed?
I could definitely drink it now.
Love it when he goes to bed.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Oh, it's good. We've already been walking. Where do you think we're going, man?
Walking
waiting-
faster?
No, we're going to the carriage.
Faster.
All right. So as you're all leaving the Fighters Guild, as you have a short pantheon discussion, as you get to the main floor, it is a lot less densely populated as it was yesterday, as now it is near early morning. As you're walking by, though, you do see Isaac in the center pit with somebody who looks, just by their dress, looks more novice, as they're both squaring off in the pit, as the gentleman that Isaac is sparring off with is swinging and missing wildly as Isaac keeps averting his blows, as you all eventually make your exit. As you walk out, expecting the carriage drivers to still be there, unfortunately there is no driver.
Damn it.
Oh.
So privileged.
Did I happen to see Leo standing around in the Fighters Guild at all?
Make a perception check.
Alright, which one?
Okay, which one of your 16?
Yeah. Which one did you
perception? I rolled the blue sandstone, and that's a 10.
10?
Okay.
Looking around, you do not see any bright blue clothing that you would assume he'd be adorned in, and he does not catch your eye.
Okay. Well, pretty sure I've just been here, by carriage. So I think it's that way.
You do not know where you live now that you was not being driven around?
I know exactly where he lives.
And then I look to the house on the cliff.
I think that's it.
Yep, you found it.
It's Cornelio's house.
Oh,
the one slightly smaller is the Wunra Estates. one less bathroom.
We start walking toward the house.
Very well.
Yeah.
So, is there any pit stops you wish to make on the way to the Wunra Manor?
What's on our way?
The city.
We do not have gold to spend.
Yes, I agree. I think that we should just make our way.
Alrighty.
Does anyone have 2 gold pieces, I think?
Does anyone have 2 gold pieces?
For what?
So, I did the math because I know the prices of things.
They're gonna be more expensive now.
Shit.
That's what you get for talking out loud.
That's what you get for looking up the prices at PHB and being like, this is how much they will be.
Why don't we get back to the Wunra Estates and see if we can get an audience with the council, and then we can go from there.
What do we need an audience with? I mean, 1, I nearly shit myself in front of them last time, and 2, we can just notify them that Vovek is dead.
Oh.
Well,
we can speak in front of them, but I don't know if that's necessary.
Well,
we
then
should
at
go.
least we need to get word to them.
Yeah, we
And I
should
think
go
the best way
see.
to do that. Theo's parents.
Yes.
Just picture casting Sending on Duke Rutherford as being like, this is Ecclesias, we did it.
Hey, we did it.
And then you just get back, sweet.
Dude.
Alrighty, so as you guys take about a half an hour to get back to the base of the Wunra Mountain, as you begin your climb, you do notice that today would be some sort of export day, as Zio, you'd remember, and they are bringing carriage after carriage of Wunra wine down the main pathway that leads up to your house. Probably about 5.
I think your parents are moving.
No.
They're bringing him into the home or out of the home? Sorry.
Export. They're passing you as you walk up. Some parts getting too narrow, you have to step aside for the carriages to get past.
Oh, hey, Zio, don't you owe somebody? Never mind, that wasn't this character. That would know that. Sorry. Forgot. It wasn't Ecclesias that was around for that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, while we're on it, yes, you do owe Marius Flynn some wine, but...
Yep.
Who?
Flynn.
Hey, guys, I know you're probably already bringing that
Captain.
somewhere, but can you stop
Okay.
and put it somewhere else?
No, I won that, and I don't owe him that. I did promise, the blacksmith. That's who. Yusuf.
Yep.
I promised him a case of wine. So, yeah, I need to go talk about that.
Gotta go get that.
Alrighty. So, as you make it to the top of the Wunra estate and you enter your home, is there anywhere specific, or are you just going to search out one of your parents to begin?
Yeah, I'll talk to one of the maids or butlers around and ask them, excuse me, are my parents in?
One of the maids that is actually currently dusting, she dusts. She says,
Is it a well in the middle of nowhere?
No. Yes, I believe your father is in the study.
Perfect, thank you. This way, everyone. I'll lead everybody to the study.
As you lead them to the study that they've been at before, as they Fortnite dance their way up the stairs, you let yourself in as Zoomeran's back is to all of you as he stands, and he kind of rushes over to Zio as he can see some visible scars, and he, kind of hands on shoulder looking, turn your head to look at the different scars. I heard what happened. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're okay? As he kind of turns your head again.
Yeah, I'm all right. A little bit sore. Ow.
He gives you a very strong embrace.
I'll hug him back tightly.
As he extends back, he kind of tries to get out of that nervous father stature. As he, well, I've heard what you have all done, and this is an amazing feat. Is everyone all right? Do you need anything?
Yeah.
You have a great sword.
I think we're okay.
Maybe some of your delicious Valna wine?
Sword.
Of course, yes. Have a seat. As there are, it's not like he has a seating area, but there are different fainting couches and different seats around the room. As he's
fainting couches?
Yep.
Is that what they're actually called?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the long thing that Rose was painted while she was on.
She fainted and she was painted.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love that you just hear this for the first time.
I will sprawl out on the fainting couch, and my tail flips over the back as if it's tired on its own.
Very well.
Florp.
So a couple moments goes by as Zoomeran comes back with 2 glasses of wine. Looks like he literally just pulled them off of one of the crates, as they are, tightly bound and wax sealed. As he breaks off the top and pulls out a cork. As he pours the glasses for everybody, and he walks over to a butler that just walked in, as he grabs another glass and brings that one specifically to Ecclesias. And he leans down as you're tired. A sugar water, yes?
Please, yes, no alcohol for this one.
And he gives you the cup that he already ordered for you, as he hands out wine to the rest of you. As he pulls a chair, he turns it around from his desk as he sits down. So, I am sure that you have some amazing tales.
I do.
As your tale kind of, like, when you're sleeping and someone's trying to talk to you, it's pretty much what your tail does. Like, it wants to acknowledge that you said something, but it really doesn't want you to talk to it at all.
He's tired.
So, please indulge me. What transpired? I heard Kane told me what happened at the guild, and that you all blacked out. Is that correct?
Yeah, not in the fun way.
There's a fun way.
With wine.
Oh, God.
As you say that, he takes a sip, and everybody make a perception check. Zio with advantage.
He's poisoning us. We're dead. We're done.
I'm gonna say con save. He already drank it.
He's just pouring it right there.
2 of the same.
That tells me nothing, Jay. I rolled 2 of the same. Yeah. 16, okay.
Wait, did my... Okay, no.
16 as well.
Dude,
16?
Our proficiency bonus got upped.
9.
And I'm like living with a 22.
Nice.
Technically, it's a 0.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Are peepers check? Perspective? Perception?
Yes.
7.
Alrighty. Ayla, you're actually the only one to notice As he takes a sip of the wine, he kind of gives like a... like he's not very pleased with the wine.
Urodin has already downed his.
So, as he's... but yes, so you blacked out. I heard that you came to and you were quite... damaged. I hurt.
Beaten. Yeah.
What happened? Please don't let me keep guessing.
Well.
And I would take a sip of the wine.
Is there, I don't know much about wine. Is there something off with this?
As everybody else tastes it that's drinking it, it's very sweet. It's a very delicious wine. Nothing wrong with it. Even you, Alar, even though you don't drink, it's pleasant.
It's fine to my taste, but you seem to not enjoy it.
Are you talking to Zoomerin?
Yes.
No, it is just early for me, and it caught the back of the tongue.
Insight check.
Okay.
Or maybe I should... I'd like to see if he's lying.
Okay.
You know what they say, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
17.
What?
17.
17. 1-7.
Thanks, Nick. So, as he says that, he kind of looks quickly away from Alar and looks back at the drink, and then goes back to the conversation. Please, could someone fill me in?
If no one else is going to,
Thank
then
you.
I will go ahead and tell you what happened.
I'm a lord! I hate waiting!
Fair enough.
Sorry, go ahead, Jess.
Lord Vunrat, from what you heard, and from what we heard as well, is that on this end of things, it looked as though we all went unconscious for a short time. Unfortunately, during that time, I believe that Vovek had some type of magic that transported us to where he was, or at least to some common ground where we then were forced to battle him, for lack of better words.
Vovek being the Goliath that you spoke of, yes?
His name is Vovek the Bestowed. Was Vovek the Bestowed.
Past tense, boom.
And as you can see with all of us standing in front of you, we were victorious.
Well, I'm, as he looks at Zio, very glad of that. Your mother already knows, and she is, I believe, informing the council as we speak. Grand Duke is tied up with other matters at the moment, but I'm sure he'll hear of it soon.
Pardon my interruption, but is that something that we don't need to explain our success to the council ourselves? That is something not frowned upon?
No, word travels quick, and if you'd like, I'm sure that you could get some sort of handwritten stamp, if you like.
Oh, I just want, in my culture, when we do something honorable, like we have completed, we take upon ourselves to tell everyone, and then we feast and celebrate.
Well, we can of course feast and celebrate, Urodin.
And he holds up his empty wine glass.
As Zoomerin stands over and pours you another glass.
I'm just going to lean over to Urodin, saying, enjoying the fancy life?
This is so comfy. I don't know why you ever leave.
I see Urodin raises... Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, as you kind of say, this is so comfy, as you, it kind of sounds like the plastic. The leather is so shiny and probably not very used that, as you do that, it's like the plastic on a grandmother's couch, just...
Yeah, as I'm watching Urodin like raise his glass and like have it instantly filled, I like kind of look around. Yeah, and that would be so nice to have a blueberry muffin.
On a more serious
yes,
note,
could you scurry some breakfast up for our friends? As one of the butlers nods and walks off.
And if you can't answer, then you can't, but is the Archduke perhaps dealing with,
Grand Duke.
Apologies. Is the Grand Duke Emerson dealing with, Lord Cornelio?
No, to my knowledge, that has been dealt with. I do not know what occupies his time as of late. Not my business.
I know it may be none of my business, but curiosity has the best of me.
I'll be honest, you're not starting off the greatest. It's probably not any of my interest, but... He sits down. I'm kidding, please.
What was the outcome of, I guess, the dealings with Cornelio and what he did?
Oh, yes. I mean, naturally you would be interested. Well, to what I know, if there's nothing else that they've kept behind, there has been great reparations paid to the Kingdom of Celeria on behalf of House Cornelio. Upwards of tens of thousands of platinum, somewhere in the realm of there. There has been a heavy levy on imports and exports from the Cornelio family into Celerian territories, as well as he is not able to deal into Freyas itself. Anything must be carted through Celeria ports before being shipped upwards to Freyas.
So, seeing as we, helped thwart Cornelio's plans, would we be entitled to any of that, platinum?
Oh, I'm sure that you could. If you were working on behalf of the crown, then they would be the ones to bestow that gold upon you.
I look around at...
Not gonna happen.
Could we retroactively work for the crown?
No.
Why are you... You know I'm not Solarian.
You guys are being sort of rude.
Yeah, I want to look over to Alar real quick and say that would be a question for King Salias.
Wait, I'm confused then. I thought you meant he paid the Uthranian Grand Duke the... Oh.
No, he paid the Solarian government.
Paid Solaria.
Oh.
Solarian crown, not a government.
No, we were definitely not working for the king.
Father, I wanted to thank you for the hospitality and hosting my friends and...
Absolutely.
Well, of course. Most of these rooms go empty, so it's good to have them have some use.
And on the subject of our fine wine, I do happen to owe a case to the armor Yusuf. I was hoping that that could be taken care of.
Of course, if you would like to purchase one and bring it down there, of course.
I'm sorry, say that again?
If you'd like to purchase one and bring it there, of course.
Alright.
What is Zeo's
picture
face look
Zeo,
like right
Zeo's
now?
doing the Rick and Morty face. But it's a family biz, Dad.
Dad.
Is Butler shines his New Balances.
Yeah, I'll definitely I'll take care of that once we get some more money.
Well, of course, if your mother and I decide to lift this separation, then you will have full access to the family crest, we will say.
I think he made that deal before separation, if that helps.
It does not sound like it helps you, no.
It's okay, Alar. We'll get it sorted.
Okay.
And Yusuf will
I'm
get...
sorry if I'm being rude. I probably shouldn't drink this early in the morning. Also, I'm from the north.
Is that emotes and
Everybody drink.
I know, right? I can't wait till we get like an Alar emote, and that is put in the chat every time he says that.
Lord Zunra, I did want to be...
Please, all of you, call me Zumran.
Lord Zumran, I did want to bequeath my gratitude for everything you have done for us as we have come into your kingdom, or your estate. I know it is not easy to bring in new people to your home, especially when there is cause for uncertainty. So it is very... I thank you.
You are very welcome. And trust me, the pleasure is all mine.
I do have a question.
Yes, Cthulhu, was it?
Yes, yes, sir. Is there possibly a temple of Fortis around here? I know it's an odd question. I've been trying to find one for a while now.
Let me look into my mind.
The book pops open as the gold light on its face.
It's the only fucking photo in maps.
Only fucking photo in maps.
Well, I do believe that there is the temple to Selune, and I believe the other temple farther south would be to Tyr. I don't know if there's any smaller ones, but those are the largest ones here.
What can I? Would Ecclesiastes recognize Selune or Tyr by chance?
Make a religion check.
I would like to get in on that.
I would as well.
Make a religion check. Make a religion check.
Nat 20, baby.
Nice.
Can't see my last because it's daytime.
Hey, dirty 20.
Nice.
Mine's clean, boy.
Regular 17.
It's a 22 though with my mod in case I needed to get some good.
So, Urodin, both of you are gonna, all three of you are gonna know what I'm gonna tell Urodin, but Urodin, the only thing that you know is Tyr is the god of justice, and he is a greater deity, lawful good, and his domains are order and war. And then for the other two of you, just so I make sure, yep, Selune is a chaotic good, and her domains are knowledge, life, and twilight. And she is a greater deity. And, excuse me, Tyr is just a deity. Selune is a greater deity.
Womp.
Yeah. Tyr is a greater god.
Wait, so Urodin knew the extra stuff?
No, Urodin knew Tyr. You guys knew everything about Tyr and Selune. Well, everything I just told you.
You guys knew both. I only knew Tyr.
Oh, okay. I've heard of those gods. They are cool.
Yeah, Tyr is a good guy. I have heard a little bit about him. He's mostly he seeks a lot of justice with things. And
possibly, I do not follow a sort of religion.
Do you mind if I pray? And you don't. You just answered my question.
I do not mind if you pray.
Nope, I pray. Yeah, I'll go pray. I'll be right back.
Like a crowbar.
I'll be right back.
Thank you. Okay, yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir, for the knowledge.
You're welcome. So what do all of you plan to get up to today? Rest, I'm assured?
I know that I need to go to my assembly, as I am sure there are contracts that I can fulfill in order to help the assembly itself, as well as line our pockets to potentially help ourselves in the future. Which I know sounds selfish, but if I cannot help myself or my friends, I cannot help those that need it.
No.
I would like to find Kane. Do you happen to know where he may be?
He stayed here last night and scurried off early in the morning. I believe he'll be back soon. I don't think he was planning on staying out too long.
Back here?
I'd assume. Not to the Fighters Guild. If you would like to check there, he might be there now.
I can get his attention for you, June. I can find out where he is and make sure he does not leave.
I don't want you to have to put effort into that. I'm sure that I can wait here for him.
Oh, well, if he is gone...
I would also like to wait around for my mother and see what she has to say after talking to Grand Duke Rutherford.
Well, I'm sure if you would all like to stick together as a party to accomplish your tasks for this day, these things will all go swimmingly.
I'm just over here praying.
You're over in the corner, like feeling up the leather, and like I'm praying so hard.
I'm looking for a
gold dust.
lever.
Praying so hard.
Just keep pulling books.
If you guys would like,
Is this a candle lever?
we could
Candelabra.
head over to the assembly, see if they have any jobs for either Ecclesias or for all of us to do, and then we can either find Kane at the Fighters Guild or back here, wherever he happens to be.
Sounds like a good idea.
I do have a question, sir. Do you know if there is a musical shop in Uthron? By chance, and I pull out the flute. I'm rusty with the flute, but I do play a good lute. And I have the interest to perform, to inspire people to... I'm rambling. Is there a place I can find something like this?
I believe there is. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I think it is in the lower districts. If I'm not mistaken, it used to be a Fletcher who took to stringing lutes rather than bows.
Ah, thank you for the information. If we have time, I would hope to check that out. I could do a horn?
You can do a horn.
Sorry.
Context. I can do a horn.
I was just looking at because horn is such like a wide variety of certain instruments. So like just like as opposed to like a bard pulling out a lute, just be like, I believe in you.
If I remember correctly,
See, I believe like a
proficiencies
ram
classes
horn.
of instruments.
I like
But I'm
thinking
not
of
sure.
you just pull out a clown horn.
We've already.
I was supposed to get Sprite, but I got clown juice.
Sorry, Alar. Go on.
No, you're fine. We've already found the smiths, right? If we end up needing to go to them.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, Yusuf, the one you owe.
I'm asking that medley because I don't feel like like.
Where's the smith? Blah blah blah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Yusuf was a general blacksmith or if he was a specific armorer.
He's a blacksmith.
Oh,
Okay.
I was also planning to maybe freshen my skills up a little bit with blacksmithing and things, so I wouldn't mind stopping there for a little while.
Well, let's do one thing at a time.
Do you want to try to make me a greatsword? Oh, sorry for
I
interrupting.
definitely
Jim.
could try. No
One thing at a time.
promises.
Wait, are we here for like classes? Like, how many days are we spending here? I thought we had some stuff to do.
I think we just took care of
I
the
need
most
a great
pressing
sword.
matter.
Yeah, we get that. You said it like at least 7 times already.
I'm gonna head to the assembly, like we
But-
planned.
Yes, it's true. But just to confirm that Duke Rutherford, he is going to know that we were successful. Yes, he will get the memo.
That is important.
Is this something that we need to stay around and be present for? Or is he just gonna be like, cool, they did it?
My father said that my mother went and is probably currently speaking with the Council of Uthron, and Grand Duke Rutherford will be informed at some point. So I think that we have some time to kill right now, and I think that going to the assembly here in town
I think that. I mean, are we waiting for a response? I guess that's what I'm trying to gather.
Well, we're coming back here anyway.
Yeah,
Yes,
we'll come
I
back.
just wanted to know that he would know.
But
So in the meantime,
okay, I mean, personally, I would rather go to the assembly with Ecclesius than watch Cthulhu learn how to hammer metal.
we are
That
all
is
going
what
to
I'm
go
saying.
to the assembly together.
Yep. We'll stick together, do one thing at a time.
To the
And
assembly.
then, yeah,
To
and
the
then-
assembly.
So,
Okay.
as you're finishing up your drinks with Zumrin, Zio, I meant to mention, that boy from the Highcrest Lodge, the son?
Yes.
Yes, Falbian. He asked about you last night, and he was eager to catch up.
I think that would definitely be a good time. I'll have to stop by and say hi.
Very well.
I
Well-
can't not hear Gary Oak, like theme music.
Different.
Smell
Different
later.
person. Although
I just wanna
Falbian
get-
is an evolution of
Yeah.
Eevee.
What?
Nope.
Leafeon, you mean?
I understand
you said
that reference.
Flareon.
Did you not say Falbian? That's his name,
Well,
right?
Yeah.
Falbian is the
Falbian.
shape of a penis.
God damn it! Where is this thing going?
We'll talk
I'm
about
sorry.
this later. Anyway.
I'm sorry, I was go.
Falbian
No.
is his name. I'm writing it into my notebook now. Falbian.
Falion's his name, yeah. I was just saying
Yeah,
that
Falbian,
wasn't an evolution
Flareon.
of Eevee.
This is totally important.
How do I know that's a bit? You said it was the same thing, and no, Falbian is not Leo, Jess. So you're all heading off then?
No, and
Yes.
Yes. And
No, I will know and
Yes.
that. Fuck you guys for changing my names. Alright. So as you guys exit,
okay, so his name's not Falbian.
I'm saying it's not Flareon.
I didn't say Flareon. I said Falbian. God damn.
And I said Falion's not an evolution.
Wow.
I will know and you fucking with my characters' names. Anyway.
Jerry's not joking though. That's the thing. Like I think he might be.
His name is actually Falbian, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all you said.
Yeah.
You did this by saying that. Yeah, you did this. This is you.
Well, because every evolution ends in Eon. That was the joke. I wasn't saying he was Flareon. Okay, here we go. Falbian needs to talk.
I'm glad that
Notes.
we've explained that.
Needs
and now
to talk,
Everyone's laughing
notes.
at the original joke.
I hate how
And there's a
delayed your
blast
mic
voice in
is.
chat.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry.
And then I hear it all.
Hi.
So,
Oh no.
as you all exit the Zumrin, as you exit the Vunra estate, you do notice that there is a older gentleman, presumably one of the workers for the distillery, who is struggling to load crates of Vunra wine into a carriage.
I
I
will
make
go
him
help.
stronger.
You just make him stronger.
I adjust his density.
So, I will say he looks like he's about 80.
Oh.
I'm gonna go. up
I'm
and
gonna help
pick up Craig.
Cthulhu.
Alrighty.
What?
Yeah, I make him
Yeah,
stronger.
initiate it or something. I do it.
Yeah, what the-
Like, say some words.
Yeah. Oh, I was.
Cthulhu, you said you were walking over there. What are you doing?
Sir, do you need any help there?
No, I think I got it. And he gets one more in.
We
just
go to the
and
assembly.
help.
As he leans back down to grab another.
And I go and pick up and try to help him stack it, and I'll look
Okay.
and I look how he's stacking it and try
Mhm.
to copy it.
Very well, it's not very hard. As you help him, you spend about 5 or 10 minutes. There's about 6 or 7 crates left. Thank you. I wish I could compensate you.
Oh, it's all alright.
Well, thank you. What's your name?
Cthulhu Smith.
It is nice to meet you. My name is Connor.
Nice to meet you, Connor.
As
And-
he walks over and he and hikes himself up to the top of the carriage and proceeds to head down. So, you all head to the assembly then.
Did I give him
Yes.
old man strength though?
No, he already had it.
Nope,
Yeah,
someone
he
just walked
pulled out.
over and helped him.
Role play it.
Boom, you're strong. Peace.
Yeah,
See you
that was
later.
the plan. We go on our way. I just helped
Like
him.
whips his horses and they just die because he's too strong.
Stop!
We go to the assembly.
So, spend probably about 40 minutes getting back down, waiting for most of the carriages to head back down into the city, presumably to the Cornelio docks. As you guys come up on the assembly, same very tall building, as you head in, you see the hustle and bustle and the busyness of the area. As you are all standing in the main entryway, what would you like to do?
Stare at Ecclesias.
Yes. Yeah.
First I wipe off my shoes and my paws because I don't wear shoes. And then I will walk up to the front desk and I will hello, my name is Ecclesias and I'm looking for Master Ubin. Is he in today?
Do you mean the Master Uban?
Not according to my notes, but yes, Master Uban.
U-B-A-H-N. Just for your notes for the future. I believe so. As you hear a large crank, you hear something dial, as like buttons are being pushed of some manner, and then you hear a large behind the desk. As you hear in the distance after he pulls that, you hear a bell. Bing. As very similarly, a blash of purple light is and Master Uban walks back down. Hello, yes, Ecclesias. It has not been very long. Does your master have something else to give to me?
No, I have nothing to bestow upon you, and I was wondering, are there any contracts available for me to do? I'm here to help. I am in the city, and I'm looking to make an extra bit of coin.
You know, actually, in fact, I do believe that there are some. It will take me a little bit longer, well, not a little longer, a little bit of time to get them scrounged up. Will you be going with your friends here, or will you be taking them along?
It would depend on what they are, but yes, they are here to help if need be.
Very well. And how long of a journey would you be wishing to go? Try something short?
And within the span of 2 weeks.
Very well.
Preferably.
Very well. Give me some time, and I will get in contact with you tomorrow.
Thank you, Master Ruban.
Yes,
And I will bow.
If you'd like, you can take your friends. You're a member. You can seek out the lounge if you'd like to relax a little.
And which way would that be?
Easier. Follow me. As he goes to walk into the wall, and instead of a purple one, a blue oval appears on the wall with runes around it, and he walks through.
I like skip through.
La 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 la.
Really, a portal to the blender reality? Oldest trick in the book. I plug my nose and then I go through.
All right.
I push Cthulhu ahead of me and then I walk in behind him.
All right.
Not what I wanted to. Oh.
As you
Yowie.
yowie 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 yowie. And then the last one is wowie. As you all step through and the portal behind, as you are greeted with a fairly lavish lounge. There is two people at a slightly raised stage that are playing, you know what, while we're here, I'll say it's not the exact music, but let's get the vibe going a little bit.
Great, they're playing The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Jin.
Oh, this place is so lavish. I do not see any I'll look to June. I do not see any floating trains yet, so far the one in Solaria is on nature.
So, there are 2 horseshoe bars. It is a long, rectangular room, and at one end there is a large red curtain with a small stage. There is a halfling and a half-orc sitting, playing. One is playing a large instrument that he seems to be cranking on one side and then plucking on the with his right hand, and the other one is playing a drum. As the 2 horseshoe... Goodbye? Gone forever?
Oh.
What'd you do?
Hernandez.
What'd you do? Did someone turn off their camera to go to the bathroom?
No, I was trying to get the light shine out of the camera, and I'll be back.
What?
Everything.
What about... You'll be back. I'm Alar the Battleborn now. Jeremy's the DM. Jude's Ecclesias, and everyone else is a half of nothing.
So as you... Damn it,
what are you doing?
That's the most deadliest looking Nick face I've ever seen in my life.
Screenshot, clip, all the above.
So in the center there are a bunch of lowered tables, and something that's very interesting. You notice, almost very similar to the gentleman that you saw back in Murk Meadow Springs, many people wearing that same cloak that hooded figure had, enjoying drinks and music. It's okay, Nick. As you also see Ecclesias, people dressed similarly to you sitting with some of those figures. You can tell that these are probably a collection of different masters and apprentices.
I'll look to whomever is by me, or I'll just say to everybody, there's more. I'm a little nervous. Should I go should I go and introduce myself or something like? No, let's go get the drink first. They probably.
And I kind of put my hand on his shoulder and I go, "You need to believe in yourself, Ecclesias. It is okay, and you can know." I cast heroism, so you can no longer be frightened or scared.
I wish I had the courage to just be myself.
And then as he hair flips and Cade dies, I'll clean up his with prestidigitation.
As
you can't do that when I'm smoking, man.
Master Uban.
Yeah, it could be funny.
So, you are from the Solarian chapter, most recent, yes?
Yes, that is the one I spend the most time.
This one is a little different. It is pay as you go, but any amount of electron that you pay should cover your way.
I need to save my electrum. Is there an amount of beverages or a blueberry muffins here that I can buy with a copper?
And he just continues to walk down into the lounge, and he just gives like a
broke ass.
He basically, follow me.
He's taking us to the bad part of the lounge.
Is there like a small pebble I could just kind of shucks kick?
Yes, there's like a wood chip, and as you kick it, the part of the stair that was broken off of is like, as if the stairs are sentient. They're like, we're not supposed to be broken, and they fix themselves. As you follow down into the lounge, there is actually, let's see if you would notice. Everybody make a perception check as you walk up.
I'm fucking amazing at these. Damn it.
16.
Okay.
7.
Karma's, I think, beating me 6.
Okay.
4.
All right.
17.
17, and then what was that, Eddie?
7.
All right, all of you over 10. You notice that there is a metallic brass cutaway in the center of these wooden tables, and in the center of it there is a small little lifted part that is made out of brass. You can tell below it is hollow. As he walks up and he takes a piece of electrum out of his pouch and he puts it on top and he clicks it down into the table, and as he does, a small bubble goes over the center, as the brass, you can see, starts to get a bluish hue to it, as the brass trim around the outside of the table gets a blue hue. As please sit. As you all look and there's no chairs around the table, as he goes to take a seat and a chair appears below.
My hair is floating.
I sit very hard and please to God.
I sit so hard.
All right, so as you...
I just kind of fall back.
And a seat next to the table or just wherever you were?
Wherever I was.
You
cool.
on the floor, not next to the table. As everybody does kind of look over at Cthulhu.
Find the table! Find the table!
Yeah, I'll walk over to the table and go to sit
Zio
down.
Goes to sit down. I put my hand on his chest. We'll stand.
I go, okay, suit yourself, and I sit.
As you go next to the table and you... a seat appears below you.
I think the metal pierced my lung.
I'll tap Zio on the shoulder. I don't trust this magic. Be careful.
When we were...
I will sit down.
Alright, Ecclesia says you go to sit down as your tail, like, instinctively, because there's nothing below you, try to catch you, but... chair comes underneath you.
Oh, it's warm already.
What were you saying, Zio?
Well, I'll go to sit down now.
As you sit down, chair comes under you.
And then I'll look over towards Urodin and I'll say, when we were in those, really rinky-dink towns, and I was saying how I wanted a chair, and I'll look over at Ecclesius, you need to learn this magic.
Is it possible
I
to
need
learn
to learn
this
this
spell?
magic.
With enough time, I'm sure. Please, all of you, sit. Nick, your mic's broken now.
You're broken.
How'd you turn your mic off and fuck your mic? Or your camera off and fuck your mic?
As AR does his thing, where he's all like doop doop from the north.
Urodin, do you sit?
No, I'll kind of like go back by the door and just kind of be aware.
It's a large room. You're gonna be like 180 feet away.
I don't do that. I sit down.
Alrighty.
I want to
But I'm very skeptical.
So as you as like you kind of put your hands on the side of the table and you like lower yourself and as you get like, you squat and then you're waiting and nothing is happening and you like the second you let go, this chair comes underneath you.
Oh.
Cthulhu.
I slowly get up after getting the wind knocked out of me.
Alrighty. As you walk over to the table and you go in between Ecclesius and June, as you try again closer, as you like ragdoll into chair comes underneath. Alar, did you kick your voice box? Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Okay, I know what happened. I would walk up, I would mime like pulling a chair out, and then I would sit in that chair.
Alrighty. As you chair comes underneath, and Master Uban, well, everything else will be pretty self-explanatory in a moment. Is there anything you need of me?
No, Master Uban. I appreciate the escort.
Very well. I hope you all enjoy your time, and I will be in contact with you soon, Ecclesius. If you speak to Master Vale, please give him my best.
I will give him your best. Thank you.
As he
pardon me before you leave.
Doesn't do what he's gonna do. Yes.
Is there a wine or is it just no food or drinks in here?
Give it time. And as he stands up the chair and fades out of existence, as he walks and slowly leaves the lounge that you're all in. Probably about a minute after he leaves, the music kind of taking you all and relaxing as a small light is emitting, almost like a candle light effect from that center little opalite circle in the center that is holding on to that electrum piece. As a ghostly figure, like a purplish black, kind of floats over next to... be the closest would be Cthulhu to the bar, as there is a small wooden tray that it is holding. Kind of puts it in front of you.
I grab it. Don't kill me.
As you go to grab it, your hand goes through the tray.
I don't understand this.
It says a tray.
Yeah, almost like a server, tray? Like a server tray. No, it's solid. It is a metal tray, but as he puts his hand through it, it is not physical.
There's cups on top.
There is not, interestingly enough.
I'll put my hand on it, and I just sort of want to, in my mind, think about a blueberry muffin, and I'll go to reach.
And as you reach, as you close your hand, and you grab a blueberry muffin.
Oh my god.
No way.
I fucking love magic. And I bite into it. It's all moist and so blueberry. Oh.
How did you do that, too?
There's one raisin at the bottom, but you're able to dodge it.
Oh no. Apricot. I'm able to dodge it. Think about what you want, and then they try to grab it from the tray.
So it swings in front of Cthulhu.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry, it'll go around. It sweeps to a Cthulhu.
No, me, I want it.
I
Me time.
am gonna be stupid because it's been a long time, and I feel like I'm bigger and stronger now.
Fucking here.
I can
Fucking
let
here.
go for the 5 people. They're just shaking.
Well, the only reason I think we all shake our heads is because, with the exception of Jay and Cade, they've had this drink in their worlds many a times. It has never once gone well.
No.
But the thing is, even if you pass, you're just like, tastes pretty good.
So,
it's not like a baboon.
Alrighty. As you think of Dragonborn mead, and as you grab a tankard, and you see a off the top of it, as it swings over to June.
So you see me, I'm like touching the chair legs and like.
Funny enough, as you look down, I'm glad someone mentioned. As you look down, the chair, the actual seat that you're sitting on is a solid, like dark mahogany wood with a purplish red leather that is bound on top. The arms are similar as your hand is, or your arms are on them with the backrest. And as you look down, where you would expect to see legs that connect to the ground, the legs go probably about 6 inches down and then fade into an opalite translucent fade, as it doesn't look like there's anything past that, the bottom.
Then that's what I would be staring at. I would be like underneath the table staring at like the bottom of the legs that aren't there.
Okay.
You should name your chair Matthew.
And then if
Matthew
I
Mahogany.
come back up and I'll look at Ecclesius with his drink and Cthulhu with his drink, and I'll be like, how did you do that?
You just do.
Just think of
holding it up.
Think of what you want to say to you, and then reach out on the tray and grab it. It's easy. Do you right? Go on.
Cthulhu got soup in his cup. He was smoking when he got
really like soup.
I think of elderberry tea, and
as you do, and you grab it, a porcelain, almost translucent porcelain around the rim, and then a translucent opalite bottomed teacup. As you and it's steaming.
Is your hair floating?
Yes.
She looks like someone just took a balloon to the side of her hair.
Why is your hair? Why is your hair?
I like take a sip. I put the cup down. I go back to looking at the chair, and then I do a couple sit to stands as the chair you said it disappears when people stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do that, and then I sit back down.
You only get 3. The 4th time you eat shit. No.
That's fine.
Why does your hair do that, June? Oh god, it's fucking blueberry muffin.
Before you answer, it goes over to Urodin.
I'm gonna do the first one. I'm gonna go first hand firewater, second hand Vonner wine.
Want to explain to me what firewater is?
It's just whiskey.
Okay. As you, I was gonna say, I was like, Are you just looking for a cup of fire? Because I'll give it to you, but I want to know why. As you go out and you get a very poignant liquor, as the other one is... What was the other one? Wine?
Wine.
All right, as you extend 2 hands out, and same thing. The wine glass doesn't look like it has a stand as you take a sip, and then as you set it down, similar to the legs, you can now see that translucent opalite sheen to the bottom of the glass, as your liquor glass seems to be normal.
And when I notice the wine glass, I'll say, "Hey, June, check that out. It looks like my chair."
As
and
it
then
goes,
I'll shoot my...
I check it out.
Very well. As it goes over to Alar, floats over to you, and
I would reach my hand in.
Great sword.
And I would think and say at the same time,
ginger coffee.
Ooh.
And as you do, you get a your mug is actually made of a wooden infused stone cup that you would know to be something that was used in the north. As you grab it, and it gives you a shot of homesickness as you are holding something pretty poignant from the north.
Do you know what this cup is? Where did you get this cup?
As it floats over to Zio.
Is there a person holding this, or is it just a floating tray?
There is a thing holding it. It's similar to an unseen servant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As it floats over to Zio.
I'm gonna look at the rest of the group as they're getting their stuffs, and I'm like looking over everybody with like, you can see on Zio's face that he's thinking, and then he's going to reach both. Yep, he's gonna reach both hands out and think of a case of Uner wine.
Oh my god.
I really hope this works, and then I hope the smash cuts to Connor. Ah! one just disappears.
God damn it, Nick!
Am I the DM now?
Yep, you're the DM again.
Yep.
So tell me, does it work, Jeremy?
Honestly, Nick
As you think of the...
Nick didn't do anything.
Just happened.
It's okay. It's okay. This is what happens when you travel to do D&D.
Here's the thing.
It's great.
It's because I left my good camera at Anthony's house, and so I'm using the old one that was that had this problem before, and that's the problem. But now I'm on my laptop one, because if the laptop one fails,
Snapchat filter.
yeah, if the laptop one fails, everything's fine.
All right, let me roll some dice, see if this works.
Ooh. I hope it does, because that's fucking brilliant.
So. You mean like dinosaurs? So, as you... I'm just interested in Nick's journey right now.
He's like punched over holding a mic. For the content.
Alrighty, so as you think of a case of Vunra wine, as you reach both your hands out, as you close your hands, as they meet purchase, as you lift off an entire case of Vunra wine.
Get the fuck out of here.
Break check.
Oh, please make it canon, Ferd.
I will smile, set the case of Uner wine down in my lap, and then I will reach another hand out, thinking of the sweets that Kane gave me.
The pastries?
Yeah, the pastries.
Alrighty, so as you grab a plate, a translucent opalite plate that has a few pastries on it.
Oh, are you going to eat all those?
No, you can have one.
Okay.
I'll pick one up and start eating it with a very content smile on my face.
As the servant floats away, as you can see, there's 5 rings to the center brass structure as it and drops one in. It's now only 4 lit.
We can
I
make
wanna...
so much gold off this.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just ask all of you before I assume and this is not to be insulting your intelligence with magical items. Now I know, Cade, that... Oop.
Yeah, get my name right.
No, I was thinking of the dude that made the sword. Now, Cthulhu, I know that you really wanted the glaive of Vovek, and now you want to exploit this magic to make gold. You know that magic is a very beat borp dupe. Sorry, just so brain foggy right now. You know that the magic is not something to use lightly, right?
No.
Oh. Well,
I just look at Ecclesius, and then I use my ability to turn invisible for 6 seconds.
Do you stand up?
No, I'm still sitting.
His chair's still there.
oh. Okay, he's back. Why did you do that?
Magic's fun.
It's fun. Yeah, exactly.
But I'm shooting off cleaning darts, like just cleaning everyone.
We just said fuck you to Ecclesias.
I cannot believe that this is... Fuck you guys.
Like how that end of last chapter, you're like, no, you can't leave us. And then the first thing you guys do to interact with Ecclesias here is, hey, that thing you said to respect, fuck you.
Hey, fuck you in your house. In your house, fuck you.
I am doing no such thing.
Side note, you guys realize this is a traditional mug from the north.
No, I do not know.
I have seen it nowhere else.
That's right.
That's fun. Is this a cup that your people make, or is this a northern? Is this a Firbolg thing?
Probably should have like told you this. You want me to describe what it is?
It's a Firbolg. It's a Firbolg thing because I'm guessing that's the intent of the DM.
That is really...
I was saying, if you want, Nick, I can tell you how it's where you get the material.
Yeah, you said it was stone and wood mixed together, right?
Correct.
Like, I don't know if you've seen those wood turning videos on like YouTube, but like that. But
similarly, but this Firbolgs would plant a certain type of strong-rooted tree, and they would plant it specifically on shallow topsoil. And when it would grow big enough, they would mine out the stone underneath and create structures with it, and cutlery and stuff like that.
This is like such a intricate art, the way they make this. Where do you know where this comes from, Ecclesias?
I would imagine the north, but not the after that.
I am going to keep this mug.
I don't. You can. Well, we'll find out.
He's keeping the wine. I'm keeping the mug. This is cultural significance.
That you, I don't know magic.
Hey, wait, Cthulhu, did you have special cups in your tribe?
Skulls of my enemies.
God.
You'd have normal cups.
Yes.
Born ass orc.
Okay.
We had, they were circle, and they went down like a cylinder.
That is crazy.
I know.
So you used like ox horn, and you just hollowed it out and drank from that.
It is more like a wooden cup.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a solo cup.
Stop it,
Right.
Jeremy.
Are there any people in this lounge that are looking at us and caring that we're here? And it just in any capacity.
How many managers have been called on us?
Yeah.
I start drinking.
I'm
Oh god.
We'll get to that in a second, kid. 14?
No.
As you look around, you did notice, like, as you guys were walking in, there were probably a lot of stairs, especially as Cthulhu ate shit.
Ew.
Now, every now and then, you know, one of the tables, not like a specific, but a couple of them will look over to you. Mostly the ones that are dressed similarly to Master Vale would be looking over in your direction.
I don't want to leave this table, but blueberry buff. Sorry.
It's going great, guys.
I got a bunch of dry sweets, and you know what? I would like to go over to the table that people are dressed like me. These robes, although I like the red, it's significant to my master and myself. I'm curious as to why they also have the same get-up as I do.
No, I will say that the tables that have like couplings, they all have that kind of garb, where the master has that. Well, not that you know that they're master, but one of them has clothing and cloak similar to Master Vale, and then one of them is dressed similarly to you.
Oh, I understand now.
But as you notice that, what I will say is, as Cthulhu takes how big of a sip?
A hearty
sip. Well, I'm going to need you to make 2 con saving throws, disadvantage, and when we get those rolls after a break.
So I will fix all of my technical difficulties.
Yeah, as well, you fix all your technical difficulties. But thank you for everybody hanging out. Welcome, Shay. I did see that. I don't know who's winning the ha-ha game. I'm going to assume it's a battle between... Well, before Shay got here, it's a battle between Curls and Whimsy. But, hello, everybody. Hi, Shay. Hi. Yeah, hello. Hi, everyone. We'll be back in probably about 15-20 minutes, so don't go too far, and we will be back soon. Enjoy the slideshow, and we will be back. Bye-bye.
Everything we do is
When did that
scripted.
die?
What are you talking about?
So
when did that die?
scripted.
Clip it. When did that die? Fuck.
And I'll say avian.
Someone, what happened? Who did that?
What in the
Who
fuck?
did that? Who
That
did
was my fault. I was turning her down and hit the wrong button. That's totally my fault. I'm so sorry.
Did you just
I
boot
need
me?
that clipped now.
Did you just
Yeah.
boot me?
It was on accident.
Eddie?
If you're still in chat, can you mark that timestamp?
Edward.
for somebody?
Everything we do is
When did that
scripted.
die?
What are you talking about?
So
when did that die?
scripted.
Clip it. When did that die? Fuck.
And I'll say AV.
Someone, what happened? Who did that?
What in the
Who
fuck?
did that? Who
That
did
was my fault. I was turning her down and hit the wrong button. That's totally my fault. I'm so sorry.
Did you just
I
boot
need
me?
that clipped now.
Did you just
Yeah.
boot me?
It was on accident.
Eddie?
If you're still in chat, can you mark that timestamp?
Edward.
for somebody?
Alrighty. So, as we return to Cthulhu committing suicide, Cthulhu, Constitution saving throws disadvantage, please.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was committing suicide.
As he does this, I think of that antitoxin or whatever it was that the bar owner gave him, and if the plate's nearby, I try and grab that.
22.
22. Alright.
Not bad.
What'd you roll?
Natural 20 and then a 16.
Okay. So, as you take a hearty swig, those cards I was looking at fell. I just hear next to us. What the fuck? Sorry. As you take a hearty swig of the Dragonborn mead, immediately as you take a large swig back, as you want to like immediately get it out of your mouth, but your throat kind of like locks up and it locks the back of your neck, so you're like forced to keep drinking. So not that you get it all into your mouth, as most of it just pours out, and as some of it hits some of the like leather or regular, I can't want to say parchment, regular shirt that you have underneath your armor, you hear a cotton as it slightly burns the leather, and your skin gets really irritated as it touches, and instantly as the drink finishes, as you kind of convulse and a hearty amount of blood comes up, instantly you're suffering 2 points of exhaustion, as well as you have disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws, I believe is the first one. Yes, but you also have disadvantage on death saving throws for the next 24 hours. As you are lit, you're not unconscious, but you're also bleeding at the mouth a little bit.
Is that platter nearby to try and get a drink?
It is not. Would you like to try to hail it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. How do you try to do that?
Hail. I would like another drink. I say to the person probably, and
as you say I'd like another drink, one floats over next to you and puts it in front of your face.
The platter?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I think
whatever that potion that Quinn had that made Cthulhu feel better the first time.
Nothing. You don't know what it is.
Healing potion.
I think of a scroll of greater restoration.
Yeah. And healing potion does not manifest.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I was about to say if.
Well, in that case, then what was that root drink that we drank in the forest?
You mean the thing that was really important to your backstory in life? I don't know.
Yeah,
what was it?
It wasn't. It wasn't fire root. It was
mammoth root. No.
Blaze.
No.
Blaze root.
Blaze.
No.
Blaze.
Blaze root.
Yes, blaze root, guys.
Blaze root. Blaze root. Oh fuck! I was close. Blaze and fire. That's pretty close. Anyways, so I say and think,
Blaze root tea.
That was you. Kink. And you get a tea made of blaze root.
What's the cup?
It is a regular wooden cup.
Styrofoam.
Okay.
Well, I was hoping for a cooler cup, but
you just start ripping this place off of its ethereal cups.
It's nuts. Don't drink from it.
Cthulhu, what are you doing?
Am I lit right now?
Yeah. Do I need to turn you down?
Me?
Yeah, I was just wondering. Did I need to turn you down before the RP starts?
No.
Oh, nar.
Nar.
He's just kind of giggling and just. I feel good.
Am I sitting close to him?
Yep.
I move.
Alright, so as you stand up, you go to the other side of the table. As you sit down, chair comes underneath. As Alar, actually, this is pretty important. Alar, as the servant stands there, it waits, and it flies away, and another ring. 3 left.
For all of us, or is it like each seat?
It served you all the first time for the first ring, and then as Alar grabbed something, then waited there, as no one called it over, it left and.
No, I'm saying like where we're sitting. Is there like rings in front of each of us, or
no?
Is it,
It's
like,
rings in the center of the table, like brass rings from the center of the table.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna not restoration. I'm gonna lay on hands. I'm gonna kind of go and give myself the 2 hit points, or like kind of like touch my mouth and try to put it back in there and give myself 2 hit points.
Give yourself 2 hit points? What damage did you take?
All right. The 2 from the dragon board, you said.
I don't remember saying. I didn't roll damage.
It said 2 exhaustion.
2 points of exhaustion, which means.
Never mind. I'm slow. I'm slow as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
My speed is halved.
Yeah, and you have disability on all ability checks. Disadvantage on all ability checks, and your speed is halved.
Yeah.
Cthulhu,
as well as you have disadvantage on death saves.
You woke up rogue. Way to go, dude.
Cthulhu, you know you are bleeding from the mouth right now, yes?
Yes.
You know that this drink is never good. Every time, this is how I first met you. You were face down on your butt down on the ground, and you were dead pretty much.
I'm starving.
I'm going to snap my fingers and have Duo appear in my lap. I'm just gonna give him some pets.
Alright. As
you would have been useful during the fight.
Anybody like to do anything else?
The center where Nuban put the electrum in there. Is the electrum still in there? Like you see it like in like a tube. You can still. Okay.
You see those like that balloon arcane ruin off of it, and then there's that like oblate dome that's covering it.
I will raise my finger and I would say, we are needed of our service, please, over here, table 4.
As one floats over.
And
puts the saucer in front of you.
As the saucer comes into front of my face, I will say to everybody,
now I think that it doesn't matter if we all get something that's round. I think if it goes away, and it takes away any more we can use. So while it is here, if you all need something, make sure you get it after myself.
I want to hold my hand out, and I will think of just the purest southern sugar water that I can possibly think of, with some sort of sweet berry infused into it.
All right.
I'll think of that.
So as you do and you grab it, it comes in a long cylindrical cup. At the very bottom, you see a brownish black cube that you would know to be a very expensive type of sugar, as it is stuck at the bottom, and you see like it like almost like bubbles and particles of sugar trailing off of it. And at the top, funny enough, you don't see a southern fruit, but you see a couple processed glacial grapes that are floating at the top.
Oh. And does the tray still stay by my face?
As you take that away, it kind of like turns so it's over the table and is standing there floating there for a second.
Raise my hand up.
It floats through the table over to you as it puts the saucer in front of you.
And then I take a card from the Zeo handbook and I put both hands out and I want a case of Honorine.
I hate you, man.
Manipulating magic.
I rolled the same thing twice. Man, whoever's getting these things stolen from is really gonna have a bad day.
Another one? Come
so
on.
as you stick your hands on it, as you get an entire case on it, I rolled 2 51s on a percentile die.
Damn.
Was it 50 and higher? You get it.
You guys are being awfully greedy. I want to see if I can grab something that is an item that might help me out.
And I'll put. Is a saucer within arm's reach?
If you want to come back, yeah.
Please.
I'll hold my
claw. I think about the boomerang that I burnt. It was just a normal, simple wooden boomerang. But I think of one that I saw a long time ago that was made out of like a semi-precious gem. It was just like more hardy and almost like a lapis lazuli or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I hold my hand out for a better version of my boomerang
because I miss my boomer.
As you extend your hand out, you close your eyes. As you grab, nothing meets purchase.
Well, that's okay. I can purchase one fair and square.
And I shoot Zio and Urodin eyes.
Also, Urodin, point of note, your case is missing 2 bottles.
Is mindful?
Yes.
This is bullshit. Hey, give me one out of your case, Zio.
No, I owe somebody a full case. This isn't for me.
Well, tell him you got theirs in a way. I want, this is for oh wait, never mind, this is gonna be sold. We could just hit up your dad later, right?
As the servant floats away in another ring.
I was about to order from it.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. We just ate breakfast, granted, but
you didn't eat anything.
I would once again say in my head,
pancakes with lots of syrup.
Oh, that sounds so good right now.
So, as you extend your hand out, you get a silver plattered plate covered with pancakes, drenched in lots of syrup.
Oh my goodness.
Just like we don't have in the north.
I see him get pancakes. I'll reach out, and I am going to think of a blueberry scone, and I think of the way that my grandma made it.
Okay.
And I try to reach for the platter.
So, as you extend your hand out and you try to grab it, nothing meets purchase.
Oh, what were you trying to get, June? It looks like you grabbed nothing.
Before I answer Ecclesias, I'll just think of a regular, any old scone.
And as you do, you get a regular scone.
Well, the first time Ecclesias, I thought of a homemade, probably recipe that my grandma used to make, and it wasn't able to do that, but something's better than nothing.
I have an idea.
Okay, do it.
Okay, do it. And I reach out double-handed.
Okay. Money.
And I am thinking of healing potions.
Well, as you stick both your hands out, nothing meets purchase.
There is one last thing I want to try, because I am super hungry, although the blueberry muffin hit the spot so good. I want to think of just one of the fishes that, like a big fish that was from the shantytown around the place where I live, like just a big fish. I wanted to be seared just right. I wanted to have a citrus sprayed around it. I wanted to just be so big and juicy.
And I think about that real hard, and
Alright, almost too heavy to lift, but you get a large fish.
Oh, this fish is so beautiful.
And I will...
What is that?
This is the fish.
As the servant flies away and
Cat gets this fish.
What?
sinks down to 2.
Wait. Is that Oh, that's what swims in the water.
Oh yeah,
Eli,
I forgot that.
You don't know what fish are?
Time that you went.
I
Arctic
thought I'd be
fishing.
because everything was frozen.
Ice fishing.
Yeah, you told us about going ice fishing.
You did.
You actually
My story is
fucking
consistent.
So, you know, my story's consistent.
Yep.
And
definitely
I chow down on that fish.
And so now that we are here, sorry, talk with my mouth full. Now that we are here, it will take us. You heard Master Urban. It will take some time for him to create these jumps for us. We can explore more in here, but after this last ring has gone out, why don't we try to do what? Well, I suppose Cthulhu is more than 3 sheaths to the wind. But what else do we need to do before?
I need to talk to Kane.
Yes, I wouldn't mind swinging by Yusuf's and dropping this crate off. I don't feel like carrying it all day. Actually, Ecclesias, do you think this will fit in your bag?
Well, it's not a matter of size, really. To some extent, it's more about weight. But I have plenty of weight. Let's see if we can fit it in here.
And I will lay it down, and hopefully like Santa Claus's.
So I will say, because the bag of holding does have restrictions, the mouth is not big enough to get over the crate of wine.
Well, I can put each bottle individually, and it just won't be in a crate. I suppose.
It's okay. Yeah, I'll just hold it.
I think I will hold it for you if then I need 4.5 gold pieces for a great sword and 5 javelins. Later.
Alar, if you would like to hold this crate of wine for me, when I get that money, you can have it. How's that sound?
Excellent.
Alright, here you go, bud.
Actually, I think Joseph was the smith, yes?
Yusuf.
Yusuf.
To be fair, those are technically the same name, but just pronounced differently.
Anyways, maybe I can trade him my shield and great axe for a long, great sword. That might work.
Maybe.
And then I don't have to deal with your filthy gold.
I mean, you're the
I
one
made
who
a
wanted
joke.
it.
So, are we going to see Yusuf then?
Since I see Alar carrying Theo's case, excuse you. Get down, please. Yeah, I put mine on top. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Alright, so are you all leaving then?
I said after that last ring.
Yeah,
You
and
still have
we're
2
gonna
left.
leave Ecclesias.
Alright. So, as you guys
I need to be-
relax, conversations to be had. You still, if you're waiting for those rings, you still have 2 more. That's 2 rounds of food or drink.
I will. I would like food.
I would.
Does anybody else want food?
I have already eaten, but I would highly suggest that you have these pancakes. They are delicious. Ask for lots of syrup.
I'm gonna get food.
Pancakes are food.
Chicken's not vegan?
Yeah, you're right. The serving thingy
flies over.
Not really loud. And I reach out and I think of like a home cooked meal from my mom. Not really, like almost a smorgasbord of different meats that were typically found where I'm from, and cooked to perfection. And I try to pull it out.
Alright, as you do, as you go to grab, your hands do not meet purchase.
This is fucking stupid. I
just love the idea where they're like, well, damn. But nobody knows what we're thinking of.
Yep.
I reach out for a cooked chicken. A whole chicken.
All right. So as you grab off a platter, a large cooked chicken.
Walking, yes. I started eating.
Did anyone else see a screen
Yeah,
freeze?
Yeah.
Going back and getting a screenshot of that.
I did it on stream.
That's
Damn!
great.
Should label this
Fuck my
chapter
internet.
technical difficulties.
That's so great.
Technical difficulties, parentheses,
Alrighty,
a
and I
line
start
cocoon.
chowing down.
Sorry, I was waiting. I'm behind on my overlay. I was waiting to see the. Alrighty, and it sits there for a moment.
I'll grab another tea.
So you grab another tea as your previous cup disappears.
I'll reach up and grab like plates of steak. Yeah, that's all.
So as you reach out,
What time is it?
you got a large fillet. Now after some few drinks and stuff like that, it's about noon.
I was gonna say, is it noon?
Yeah, you guys got up and going around 10. So between travel, conversations, eating stuff, so probably more like 1.
Okay, then I will grab a. I will grab a. Is broccoli a thing? I want broccoli and cheddar soup.
Broccoli might be a thing. I don't know if that specifically together would be. You could try
Melted
if you
cheese.
want.
Then I think of broccoli cheddar soup. I think of broccoli and melted cheese and broth.
Alrighty.
In a bread bowl.
Yeah, keep getting more specific. That helps. Actually.
Hey, a bread bowl could be a thing.
So, as you grab out, what you get is a bread bowl, and inside there is broccoli.
Raw broccoli.
And cheese.
And cheese, like a platter.
I eat that.
What are you eating, June, that looks so weird?
I thought it would be more like a stew.
It waits there for a second. Does anyone else call it?
Yeah. I would think turkey, and I wouldn't specify how much.
Do you specify how it's cooked?
Don't. Damn it! You shouldn't have said.
I cooked like a turkey, like just because turkey. You don't do well done
Very well.
turkey. You just do turkey.
So as you grab out, you get a whole platter with an entire turkey on it.
I was
Oh my
hoping a
goodness.
live turkey to pop out of that.
That's what I was waiting
wanted
for.
you to.
All right.
And I'll wave it over since everyone's getting food. And
Comes over.
Kind of played off Alar. I get my more specific. I want 7 turkey legs.
Getting slacks.
I want blue jeans. You're getting slacked. As you go and as you grab it, there's 3.
And then I ask for 4 more.
As you go, you grab 4 more.
This is the number that I asked for the first time. Thank you.
I hope you realize 3.5 turkeys had to die for those legs. You should
Okay,
eat the
you
whole
have.
thing.
You have. You don't know that. Maybe they have wheel carts or wooden sleds to get around and do their Turk business.
June and Ecclesius, make a perception check.
Oh, we're getting the stink eye.
And now you get 7 handicapped turkeys outside the window.
23.
Is the head still on my turkey?
No.
17.
17. Ecclesius, as he gets the 3 when he asks for 7, and then he gets 4. As you look at them, you can tell that the first 3 and the second 4 are cooked completely differently.
You know those legs are cooked completely differently, right? if that matters to you. I noticed that.
I didn't notice.
Do any of
Whose
us,
dog is that?
do we know where this comes from?
It comes from the silver platter.
Yeah, is my mom was filled with fish. Or that would have been a good thing to figure out where this comes from.
Is there a table relatively close to us?
Mm-hmm.
May I lean over to the gentle person and
Oh,
get their
that
attention?
close? You'd probably have to get up. They're probably about 15 feet away.
I'll dab my dab my mouth real quick, and I will politely walk over to that table and introduce myself to the people.
All right. So as you do, you walk over, and there is a dwarven woman who's wearing clothing similar to you, and there is a
dog with 9 heads.
A Triton that is wearing similar clothes to your master would. Triton male. So blue skin, green hair.
Have I seen a Triton before? About being around the water a lot?
Yes, you have. It'd be weird that they're this far. No, well, I mean, not weird. It'd be out of place
by the water.
But yes, you've seen it before. They are more of a southern and very deep water dwelling species.
I will walk up, finishing the last bite of fish in my mouth.
Hello, I don't mean to intrude, but I am also part of this assembly, and I had a quick question if it's not imposing.
The Triton male speaks up, of course, and who may your master be?
Excuse me. My master is Master Vale.
What is your question?
My question is, where exactly...
Oh, real quick, does the Triton look to be of the master or the apprentice sort of vibe?
He is dressed similarly to Master Vale.
Where exactly do all of these drinks and food come from? We noticed that they can be very specific and from things that...
And I'll kind of motion to my table.
That my Firbolg friend has only ever seen in the north. I know magic can do great things, but what's the catch?
Is this your first time here?
In the chapter of Uthran, yes, this is my first time here.
Well, they are taken from somewhere else on the material plane. And as you look, he has 3 rings left on his table. As he looks over to your table, and he kind of points it out, and he's trying to note out the most specific thing on there. And as he looks, he calls over one of the servants, and as the servant comes over, he goes forward and he grabs, and you notice that as Alar goes to take a bite, his pancakes disappear, as the exact same pancakes that Alar was eating, same bites out of it, he sets down. You see that, and thank you, as it goes away, you see it takes it from another place on the material plane.
So wait. So the food that we...
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, I thank you for your time, Master. I did not catch your name, I apologize.
Kozos.
Master Gorzos, I appreciate your time, and I will leave you to... He
lifts the platter up to you. With Alar's pancakes.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
And I'll bow, almost smushing my face nervously into the pancakes. And then the dwarven woman,
my lady.
And I'll go back to our...
As you walk away, they would hope out of your shot, but you can pick it up. Not in an insulting manner, but Kozo speaks to the dwarven lady and says, "See, in comparison to others, you have seen much. as at this point you would get out of earshot.
I'm sad.
I think there's a timer on our food.
Yeah, as you all notice as he goes to take, it disappears.
What? This is upsetting. Cthulhu, you should hurry up with your food.
I will. Sorry, I'll walk over.
As Ecclesius goes to walk away, are there books around?
No, it's a lounge. Not everywhere's a library, guys.
Cut it out, nerd.
What archive is this?
No, there's none right here.
Okay, never mind then.
No, there wouldn't be any books here. It's a bar.
But I'll walk over. Ayla, I believe these belong to you.
Where did you find them?
Well, and I'll just address this to everybody.
Urodin, remember when I told you that these turkey legs were cooked so differently, so unbelievably different you didn't notice, besides me? That's because these trays actually manifest these things from random parts of the material plane. So, ostensibly, if you were to ask for a small toy that would go into a child, it would take that small toy from a child elsewhere. So, I've instantly became uncomfortable. I've instantly became uncomfortable.
I can't get it out in the voice.
I'm instantly uncomfortable taking from this.
I drop my turkey legs, and then I think I need a tray to appear next to me.
You have one ring left. So as it comes over, it comes next to you, platter in front.
I pat it and plump.
No, as your hand goes through it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think of I want Zio's crate of wine.
Which I'm holding.
Okay.
Apparently.
Yeah. Is it 51 again?
No, but as you close your eyes and you think, and your hands make purchases, you lift off and you have a third case of Unra wine.
A third? Oh. I open it or is it already open? I'll look and make sure it's full of bottles.
Half gone.
Guys, it's not
Half
right.
gone.
This is not right. Don't steal more wine.
I take
Probably
two.
no, this is...
You kind of get the premise that, in just from Kozo's explanation, is it will take something from somewhere and it'll only be the one thing, like you said, Zio's, but in its understanding, you're looking for a case of Unra wine, so it can be any case on the material plane. That's why, specifically, when you guys were like, food from home, food's not being made there, it can't take it from anywhere. So that's why,
well,
the pancakes, it's probably not very common to have a gigantic set of pancakes smothered in syrup at the same time.
I'm like, what fucking
idiots.
noble
Right,
did you take that stack of pancakes
God damn it.
You hear
So,
Cornelia with
things
the
that would be
yelling.
common, like
I hope they were
ales or
Cornelia's
waters
pancakes.
or whatever, probably pretty plentiful. But things, the more specific you get, the more unlikely it'll be that it will appear. But for your instance, yeah, it just took it as a case of Unra wine.
I have, since I have my half case, I take two and I make my one full, and then so how many wines are in a case?
12.
All right, so I have 4 left, and then I donate them to the assembly by leaving them under my invisible chair.
Okay.
Knowing my knowledge of glacial grapes, do I know if they're grown, grown anywhere else?
You know that they wouldn't be grown anywhere else, but you would also know pretty specifically that they're not very commonly eaten or ingested in Uthran. They are more commonly eaten and indulged from places that don't grow them.
Makes sense. I was just wondering if Ecclesius stole his sugar water from my house.
That'd be funny. Your dad? The fuck?
I will down
bring
that.
me. Where did it go?
Fuck?
I down that sugar water.
The
though,
servant waits. Does anyone ask for anything else?
Yep. I
Get a water.
Water.
put
No
my
cup.
hands. I would
Water in a fancy cup.
Fresh blaze roots. Enough. 5.
As you go to grab, nothing makes purchase.
Enough. Fuck.
I thought that was worth a try. Better idea. Ginger roots. 5.
Nothing.
I will put my paw on top of the platter, and I will think of a bushel of mint leaves, or the equivalent of in your. Let me guess.
As you grab, nothing.
I will reach up and think of a water as I grasp towards the platter.
You get a water.
Guys, you know, you guys all know I literally have infinite water in my pouch.
Oh, I got this, ready? I
We're
invented
going-
gasoline.
Ecclesias,
I
we are
take out a
going.
cup of ethanol.
Super disadvantage.
We are saving that water for killing
Why am
people.
I-
That's true. But yeah, I would suggest get your last wishes in, because this tray is going after this.
This is all I need.
Alright.
I'll see.
Apple.
Banana?
I am
Banana.
satisfied.
I was thinking apples too. Yeah.
Do bananas exist in your world, Fernie?
Yep.
I reach out to get the nicest, biggest bushel of bananas.
You get a bushel that has 3 bananas on it.
Oh, these are lovely. I will put these in my bag of holding and save them for later.
Alright. As it
And I
floats away. Yeah, it floats away as that last ring. As the opalite you see shoot or changes from that clear translucent opalite to a domed brass, and when it recedes again, that little pillar that was extended before rises back up, and there is no longer an electrum in there.
I suspect we need to go now then.
I was about to say, one electrum and all this fucking stuff. It's pretty cool. Eh? Okay.
Yes. And now I think I have to return to the north to return this cup.
Or you could keep it
We're
as
not
a
going to the north.
memento.
We are in
Someone
the
needs this cup.
We're not going
Oh,
further
fair
north.
enough.
Let me
No, I'm not saying we go
rephrase.
right now, but I am saying one day I will return this cup.
Maybe you stole your cup from your wife.
New arc. Ayla returns the cup.
I smell the
Taylor-
cup. Does it smell like my wife? Betrothed. Betrothed.
No,
Did it keep
and
it in
never
her
ask that
armpit?
Smell
again.
like her? Does it smell like her?
Man, does this water bottle smell like
hey,
a lover?
Hey, Polly Darton would have been able to smell it. Oh no, that was
true,
taste. That was taste.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, now that we have concluded our business here and feasting, shall we go to the Fighters Guild? Eh?
I look at Zio. Do you is Kane gonna be there or at your parents' home?
One or the other, I assume.
Zoomerin did mention before you left that he was coming back to the estate.
Yeah, I would imagine that he'd probably be at my house.
Then I suppose maybe we head to the blacksmith that you guys wanted to see and then make our way back.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Alrighty. So, Urodin, as you leave 1/2 case of Wunderwine wine and Alar carries the other 2 cases, as you take your cup, Alar?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so as you take your cup and the rest of you get up to walk away, everything that was on the table, as you stand up, by the way, the chairs disappear as you all walk out of about a 5-foot radius from the table. The half case that you left disappears. Any drinks, platters, food left on the table disappears, and the cup that was in your hand disappears, as the only thing you are left walking out with is two cases of Wunderwine.
I forgot
Wow!
to go
All right, man, just dealing them out. Let's go.
Wait, so I don't have the Furbolgian mug anymore?
You do not. You just have the cases of Wunderwine.
Oh. Well then.
So
perhaps it went back to where it came from.
I hope so.
I just love that idea. Just fuck. And then
Yeah,
like 20 minutes later, aw. All right, so
I feel like it's going at like terminal velocity though, so it just like chips all of his teeth.
I just picture the Colonel Sanders guy from yeah. All right. So as you all head out and you make your way to Yusuf's blacksmith, as you walk up, he is working on a shirt of chainmail as he is sitting down, currently linking different chain. As you walk up, welcome back. And I see
hello.
you have something for me.
Yes, I do. I make good on my promises.
Very well, Lord Vuna. I thank you. Anyone is fine. You brought me too. How gracious.
I look at, or actually, I use my tongue buddy thing to Urodin.
Is this for him?
Everybody can hear that.
No, because
Is that how
my
it
tongue.
works?
Yes, everyone within earshot can hear you speak.
Really?
You're still talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can lower your voice, but anyone that can hear you speak hears you.
Ah, gotcha.
You can just do that greater distances.
After hearing Alar twice, I speak in a very hushed tone. No, they're both mine.
Yeah, I'll speak up to Yusuf. We brought one case for you as promised. The other
of course.
is for another.
Sorry, I was being greedy.
You're
fine. I do think I have a possible trade though.
Oh?
So I have a shield.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the scale mill.
Was this guy I got the scale mail from?
Yeah.
Okay. The scale mill is working wonderfully. Worked wonderfully.
Great. Hopefully it's not chafing in the rough areas.
Ooh.
No.
Because it wasn't made for your race. It was made for someone else.
Yeah, no, I remember.
But so I have.
Oh, goo! Sorry, go ahead.
I have a shield and I have a great sword, and I would like to trade them for a. Sorry, I have a shield and a great axe, and I would like to trade them for a great sword, if that's possible.
When you say great axe, do you mean a battle axe?
No, I mean the.
Oh, I see. Yes, and the shield you said.
Yes. 2 items for one.
Why did I say start humming "Oh Canada"?
Because it's a great song. Yeah, Shay.
Well, that is. I can lower a price if you would wish to trade those. If you give me those 2 items and about. We'll say, because you are good on your word, Lord Vonra, 15 gold pieces, we can make the deal.
We broke.
Wait.
So shield, great axe, and then 15 gold pieces.
Correct.
So
I look at the group.
I have. Actually, let me double check.
I can. I can also offer my services. I am a blacksmith from Ketbradon.
Yeah, I want you to make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I'm good at persuasion.
I was like, what?
And I'm also as I was doing this, I would grab like my guild note, my blacksmith guild note.
Okay.
Artisan guild.
Are you still shit-faced?
I want to give him a bardic inspiration before, as he like goes up to speak to the blacksmith. I want to just kind of give him like a friendly pat on the back and say,
I believe in your skills as a smith, Cartoon Smith.
and then like a little bit quieter.
Now just keep your composure.
And
that would be with that, doesn't he?
D8 to add to it.
Well, I rolled a 20 and a 19.
It's saved for later.
Man, you're just rolling nothing but 19s and 20s today.
I will literally put my camera down and nothing but my, like, we'll say fuck my face.
No, I don't think anyone here would say
that. Can you stare into the camera and say that again?
Yeah.
Would you roll?
I don't need more clips.
This is an ability score,
you said
right?
Persuasion?
Yes.
If it's ability score, he should be at disadvantage.
He rolled a 19 and a 20.
Yep.
Oh.
So that's a plus 12 to a 19. So.
How'd you get a plus 12?
I got a 7 and a plus 5 to persuasion.
Jesus.
He gave me a
Christ.
bardic inspiration. So that's a. Fuck me, math is hard. I don't want to talk about
31. All right, so
31,
I did it for you. Alrighty, so as you say that, oh, very well. Should I need help, then of course you may want to sleep something off first. But yes.
Yeah, made a mistake.
As far as that's trade goes, maybe I would turn in the group. I have 8 gold pieces. If someone could spot the other 7. And then I also
have none.
None. That's all.
Oh, I have 12 copper and 43 electrum.
I can give you 7 gold, Aylar.
How much gold do you have, June?
11.
What does the final tally right there?
That's 15. 15.
Oh, because I can offer
first,
up two gold.
A little bit of a counter offer.
As you collect all the money, but
No,
wait.
well,
I just would. I'm thinking that funny, like you're in a store.
No.
$20. Shit. Wait.
How about cheaper now that I have the money?
The same 15 gold. The shield, the great axe, traded for the great sword and 4 javelins.
Roll persuasion.
Javelini.
It's actually
Plural.
Javeletto. It's actually Jared Leto.
Do you have any Jared Letos?
We got
got
4 Jared Letos and a Matthew Mahogany.
Oh my god.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Whatever the
Nice.
fuck my persuasion is. I'm so happy. It's great. I feel so happy.
I'll do it for you.
The ALR dice is like we're getting the fucking great sword.
Alright.
I'm so. That's awesome.
I think that's more than a fair trade.
Excellent.
I half expect you to go more than a fair trade. Then what else can we get? So he gives you 4 javelins, and he shows you 3 different great swords. One has a twisted iron crossguard with 2. It's not very ornate, very form factor. It is a engraved wooden handle, engraved just for like cutaways, as well as a regular circle pommel. He hands that one to you. It has a fuller up the center. As you test that one out, it's pretty well weighted. He has another one that is a leather wrapped with a very lightly tanned leather wrap around it with a squared, it's square from where your hand would touch, it's square, then diamonds out at the bottom. And then for the, what's it called? The crossguard on that one is a swoop up. And then the third one, which is a metal braided hilt that comes to a circular pommel with a crude gem at the bottom, and the crossguard of that one is just a straight out and flat.
Did you say that there was a gem on the bottom of the leather one, or no? It just like
Yes.
a diamond shape.
It's a crude gem, something that would not be very expensive.
And the first one didn't have gems in it?
Did not. Nope, that one is the wooden engraved with the iron twisted rod crossguard.
Right. a little bit meta. These are all gonna function the same in terms of roles, just looks. Then
This first one, I like its simplicity.
Very well. It is
And
yours
the
then.
extra. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else I can do the rest of you?
I do have a question. It's not really about metalworking. Or maybe it will be. Well, I'll give you the idea. You can let me know if you can do it. See, I have my claws. I was wondering, you see, I don't like to get them dirty, but they can be useful for certain things. Is there any way you can make me iron wrappings for my claws?
I am sure that's something we can do. Something I had to look into. Let me make up some designs and come back tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, if that is all I do, and you see that he only has probably like an eighth of the shirt done, I do have a long way ahead of me.
Is he making merch?
Well, thank you very much
making Jack's merch.
for all of your work. We will probably be back.
Very well. And if I can ever swing it, I would not hate getting an invitation to one of your parties.
I'll see what I can do.
All in jest, Lord Vumna. But all of you have a wonderful day.
He's like, you got calluses on your hand.
Have a good day, Yusuf.
You as well.
Thank you, Yusuf.
You're welcome.
How much gold did I give you, Aylar?
7.
Eddie said he was going to give 2.
Then you would give him 5.
Okay.
It happened without me, so you lose. I mean, you paid.
You paid, you lose.
Alrighty. So, as you
So,
all
yes.
progress back to the Vunra estate, again, about another half hour, you get back up to the Vunra estate. As you walking in, because it would not be too far off the Grand Hall, Zio, make a perception check.
Odd chat.
And do.
Jet.
6.
Man, you have 16 sets and you roll like shit all day.
I just rolled this die like 2 seconds ago and got a natural 20.
Very well.
I think it's because you're not here anymore.
No, that's not the
brought
case.
Yep, I
They're
think
it's
just
just
good dice and they're
dice. You
providing
brought dice with
randomness.
Well, luckily for
belong
you, it
here.
was not that hard for Zio to notice. As you hear what sounds like sounds of battle coming from the training room.
I will look around
Yeah,
real
you
quick
just hear.
and kinda-
Is that your
Yes, thank you. I
parents?
was gonna ask. I was like, what are the sounds of battle? What does that sound?
Clink, 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 ting, 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 ting.
We're fighting.
Man, are we so fight? Anyway, what are you doing,
2
June?
mana.
What?
What are you doing, Zia?
Wait.
The training room is upstairs, correct?
No, main level.
Okay. Well,
You
I
don't
will
know your
start
own house, bro.
running over there.
Running?
Sorry,
Alright,
TV.
so as you all walk in, you're
Power.
all giggling and gaggling, talking about your haggling, and then you just see Zio it just dart off towards, you guys would know he's going to the training room, but as he just runs straight there. What do you do when you get to the closed door?
I
Yeah.
open it.
Goosh! I know, but do you you're sprinting towards the door? Do you open it slowly, or do you open it like I'm here, like Woody in Toy Story 2? And he
I wouldn't say that flamboyantly, just but not like trying to be sneaky or quiet at all either. Just kind of tossing it to the side slightly.
Okay. So as you do, because they're huge doors, they goosh open as you see a dummy, a wooden dummy that has many marks on it, as Kane, whose armor's to the side, he just looks to be practicing his blade works, turns, sweat on his brow. He seems to be out of breath as he turns. Welcome home, kid.
Hi, Kane.
As he kind of walks over and he picks up the sheath to his sword and he puts it in as he grabs a rag and he starts wiping his hands. He wipes his brow off. Well, you look better as the rest of your party here.
Yeah, I'll look back, kind of out the door.
They're all just standing there, like.
You guys can.
I'd probably be testing
over here.
my great sword.
Just in the hallway.
Or feline agility, and I'm gonna dash.
To Zio?
I would told Ayla, why don't you come to the practice room and use it?
I take
That
twice as
is
long. to be
good.
able to
I don't
drive.
feel like fighting a person, but just,
They have
getting
to
used to
bend
its
them back.
weight.
Alright, so as all of you head over,
Stupid people.
as you're just
I take
holding your
twice
sword.
as long.
No.
Okay.
I explained what a dummy is. to
My
AR
movement
on
is
our way.
Yep.
halved, so I take literally twice as long.
So, as you all walk up, well, welcome, as he grabs a water skin and he takes a large drink. As he grabs a water skin. Are you enjoying the fresh sea air then? I heard more of the details of what happened. How are you all feeling?
Triumphant, but I feel that there's more to this story than Vovek. Thank you for asking, Kane.
Feeling better.
Good.
What is all the training for?
Got to stay up on my skills.
But you are a man about the world. Like, I feel like you don't need to do much.
The world's a dangerous place, is it not?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I would know, yeah, it is.
What if I run into a Goliath? And he lets out a big laugh that clearly no one matches. And
Well, I mean, you won't because he's fucking dead because of us, so.
that was the... Anyway...
Usually they're not alone.
Common is the Nailer's first language.
So did anyone wish to join me, or is there a reason you're just carrying a sword without the sheath?
I am.
Did you forget to buy a sheath?
It came with a sheath. He's just holding it though.
Oh.
He said like 10 seconds ago he's just practicing with his sword.
Well, I'll be honest. I figured it didn't have a sheath because it's a great sword and like it probably just have like strapped to my back or something like that.
That's considered a sheath.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like a full sheath, you need a way to connect it to your person.
Right, okay, I see what you're... Yeah.
I am just figuring out its weight. I was using that longsword for so long, and now I am... Oh, it feels so much better, but I'm just making sure.
Well, it looks like it suits your character nice.
Thank you.
Well, Kane, we did have some questions for you.
Kind of sits down on a stool. Yeah, go ahead.
You talked to my mother, yes?
I did, yes. I let her know.
Sorry.
Yes, I let her know everything I knew last night, unless there was anything new to tell.
No major events have happened since, but do you know if she's returned?
No, I believe she's gonna have a long day ahead of her, but you can ask her later. Stop it, everybody, or you gain disadvantage.
What happened?
I can
What's
keep
going on?
going because I already have disadvantage.
I hate all of you. I hate all of you. Bowers,
I don't even know what they were. I don't even know what they were doing. So
I'm too immature.
Watch it, Bowers. Looks like Nightbot on you again.
No, she
Go
probably
on.
has a lot of diplomatic things to be doing. Fuck you guys, this derailed.
Well, okay. I believe June wanted to talk to you as well.
Yes. You don't even need to remind me. I do have an update for you. My contact is indisposed at the moment, but I believe they will be coming through Summit's Peak, in fact, in about 2 weeks.
Who's your contact?
Unfortunately, I'll have to let them tell you that.
Do I know them? Are they from my town?
That I don't know.
Am I being a priest?
How do you know them?
Insight check that. This might be a
Insight check
stretch.
what? And I need you to tell me what you're looking for and what is not feeling good.
I'm specifically looking to see if it's like that master character that I overheard him talking about. Like I said, it might be a stretch, but that's what I'm aiming at.
I mean, you can make an insight check, but there's nothing about what he said that would be like that would tell you exactly who he's thinking it is. Like, no matter who it was, even if it was a goat, him just saying I don't know them, there's no way for you to be like it's a goat.
Yeah. There's nothing to really go off of.
It's a goat. I misheard. What did he say? It was coming over the mountain range. Was that the northern?
Coming
mountain range?
through Summit's Peak, just like you guys did.
Okay, gotcha.
I forgot what the last thing I asked was.
How do I know? How do you know?
Yeah, how do you know this contact?
They were a former colleague, well, current colleague, but I'm sure once they're here, that will all come out. I just don't want to say anything that they wish not be unveiled.
That's okay, but how did you find out that they know something about my village?
Sorry. Twitch. Well, I was having a discussion with them about all of you, in fact, when I ran into you in Freyas. Well, outside of Freyas. And it came up through conversation.
I'm sorry, I guess I'm impatient with having more information.
That's quite alright, but I will assure you that it is probably... knowing them, it is probably pretty important and large news, so...
And have you told this person that I wish to speak with them?
Not directly.
Are they going to have a problem telling me what I want to know?
I highly doubt it. I have no use for the information. If it makes you feel any better, then I can be there with you. In fact, I'll probably end up being there with you, but...
Are they going to be coming here, or do I need to meet them in Summit's Peak?
No, they'll be coming here. I don't know which portal they'll be using, but they'll be in Uthron. He gets up and he walks over to you at this point. He tosses his water skin to the side and he puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, I assure you that this... It will be a good thing. Just patience.
I insight check that.
Sure, what you looking for?
I wanna just double check his authenticity.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Why does nobody believe my mentor?
Same way you guys don't believe in the Esoteric Assembly.
Shady shit.
I
I've
was
never
gonna say
spoken
it's
bad
because his
about
name is
that.
Kane, and then I realized Cade is different names.
It's a 13.
13. Looking at him, he seems to be coming off very compassionate towards June's concerns.
Okay.
Insight check Urodin's insight check.
Yes, and he
I insight
incites...
check Ecclesias's insight check.
I
on
incite
Urodin's
God.
Insight check.
I insight check this whole campaign.
I've been lying to you a
Goliath
lot, I
was
can already
actually
tell
a
you.
really good guy.
He was just actually helping puppies the whole time.
Wrong place, wrong time.
To June though, because you look like you're uneasy. Under my breath, not like I'm trying to hide it from anybody.
I know that this might be hard for you to process, but just whatever you decide and whatever happens, I'm at your side.
Thank you.
After I'm gonna kind of branch off and approach Kane and say, "Do you?" Also, kind of hushed. Do you know
He's
of any,
standing like point blank with all of you, so
we're all in a group with him.
I'll like kind of like turn him, like spin him around so his back is to the group, if I can. I grab, hook.
You can,
just
but
picture that happening in like an actual conversation. Just like, hey, hold on.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not hiding anything, but I'm hiding the conversation.
Okay.
He's silly.
What do you say?
Hey, you come here.
Do you know? Maybe I want to learn how to sneak better. Be in the chateaus. I don't want to be noticed. You know where I could find such stuff?
I can teach you that.
Not talking to you.
Potentially. It depends on how far you wish to go down that rabbit hole.
I mean, as far as it takes, but.
Let me poke around.
Okay, I appreciate that. Do you have you're Zio's mentor and trainer. Do you have a master yourself?
No, no one that I appoint to, and he kind of leans in close, and he goes, if I do this, could you maybe not be so suspicious?
No promises.
I look to the group.
The only thing that you really
suspicious.
The only thing you guys pretty much hear all the conversation. The only thing you really don't hear, because he leans in and says it directly into Urodin's ear, is the "Can you not be so suspicious" part. And then you hear Urodin, "No promises," as he gives a nod and leans back. And as he leans back and turns to all of you, well, that was the oddest way to have a conversation in a conversation.
Well, if not to be rude, I don't know what that was about, but can we get back to June's inquiry? I would like to know what we can do to help her.
Oh gosh, I am so sorry for interrupting that.
So missing family in town.
To us. and then also turn Kane's back to you, and then have that conversation.
Listen, I was focused on something and I did it, alright? I regret everything.
You were very sneaky, Virgin. I couldn't tell what happened.
Yeah.
Well,
go back to the
north.
north.
You were one with the shadows.
Unfortunately for June, I feel like that we're at a standstill for the time being.
And I agree, and I want you to know that I appreciate the connection that you are even proposing.
Of course. A friend of Zio's is a friend of mine.
I guess at this point, how will I know when they have arrived?
I'll introduce you, of course. So there won't be any confusion. There's no back dealings. We can have this conversation in a pub if you'd like, but no secrecy on who you'll be meeting. It'll be face to face.
So for the most part, we just need to be here in Uthron until they arrive.
Yes, I say that you have some time to yourselves, unless you have anything pertinent to get to, but I'd say you have a couple weeks.
I turn to the rest of the group. Are you guys okay with waiting?
Of course, this is my home.
Of course, I have my silver spoon.
I've got my
I have
553 butlers.
I think we all could use a little bit of downtime.
Honestly, this is like the greatest.
Wasn't meta.
Please
It wasn't meta. I used my character's voice.
Why are you yelling at me?
I turn to the group and I just say that it really means a lot to me that I have all of you to, I guess, continue my search with. For a long time, I had to do it alone. So, thank you.
I'll fucking elbow Cthulhu so he like wakes up.
It's yeah. Hello.
You're never alone.
I know. Oh.
June.
I should not have drank that.
No way. Really?
You guys need to be more assertive.
You
Okay,
did
then
not
no.
catch that last word.
He said
to
assertive.
pronunciate better.
I can't pronounce at the moment.
How old are you?
Oh, I love you,
Sounded
Jay.
like Snape there.
You did.
394.
That's a pretty.
I go and give June a big orcish hug.
Oh.
And it's like how I did with
White male.
I was about to say it's like I did with Jeremy, and I pick him up and I'm like,
Dangly legs.
Zio, make a perception check. With advantage.
Wow, tonight, huh?
Why are you looking up June's skirt?
It's too long.
that's the perception check.
Does Kate want to hug?
What was it?
8.
Eek.
I'm rolling good until you actually ask me to roll, and then it's like,
Oh,
That's why
so
you
you
don't
mean
do that.
I'm
You
a
don't do
I
that.
know everything until I have to take a test.
That doesn't mean you were rolling good. You're just
let them sit and you let them stew, and then you roll them when you need them.
Very well. Well, as you're all having this conversation, Kane goes, well, I do have somewhere to be. So if there's nothing else, I'll be staying in the Vunra Manor, thanks to Zoomer and Lune's kindness. So if you need me, I'll be here. Yes.
Kane.
So he kind of walks over. He starts to kind of go get dressed back up.
Do you think you can teach me some of the magic that you do?
I can try, but you're never quite the attitude for it.
But I can, and I'll create a firebolt in my hand and just kind of hold it there. But I can do stuff now.
Oh, we are more than likely, or we are more than. I am more than happy to try.
Awesome.
Anyone
Well, thank
else
you.
need
I'll
anything
snuff
of my?
out the firebolt.
You want to do the no, the sneaky stuff tomorrow?
I'll be in touch. I won't be leaving town until about a week from now, so.
Okay, perfect. That sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, and he kind of hikes his backpack up and puts the belt that his sheath would be on, or his scabbard, and he puts that over his other shoulder. I must away. I wish you all luck, and if you need me, you'll know where I'll be.
Can I
Insight check that?
Yeah, I insight check his backpack. Is it a human?
Just tosses a kid up. Hold this.
You just hear woo. No, I want to look at his scabbard, and I'm trying to just see if I can really investigate if there's any hidden iconography or symbols anywhere.
Sure, make a perception check.
Thank you, Gain. We appreciate your guidance.
Yes, thank you, Kane.
You're welcome.
17.
You're welcome. Very well. Actually,
The
What?
Book of God.
Da 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 da.
Totally, 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 totally,
I realized I did the Mars by Holst instead of the Imperial March, which people will know the Imperial March. They won't know Mars by Holst.
so
They won't.
we're gonna have a first here on the channel.
What?
I'm gonna have everybody but Urodin please deafen, and when I give you a thumbs up, you guys can undeafen.
Whisper.
What did you do? What did you do?
Should we cover our cameras?
You don't have to do
Yeah,
that.
we won't see you do the
Well,
thing.
lip-
Yeah, you can just look for my thumbs up, but deafen so you can't hear me. Alrighty. Is Jay deafened? I'm assuming. Urodin. What you see faintly at the bottom part of his hilt, near where the tip would be, you see a symbol that is comprised of a portion of what looks to be a cup. These are all like iron burned into a scabbard, or into the you know how like someone would like the dice tray I have that has the Arcane Archives. It's burned in, so similar to that. So you see at the bottom part of the scabbard a what would look to be a cup of some sort, almost like a wine glass. Then where the stem of the glass would be, you see, let me make sure here, just so I can get these right. Yep, and then just want to make sure I tell you the right thing. Sorry, bear with me.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're good.
And then, yes, so you would see the stem, as well as over the stem, you would see a domino mask. And then surrounding it, you see, it's very faint. Everything's very faint on it, but you would see a circle with runes surrounding
it. Is that all I know is that they are just runes, or are the runes familiar?
Runes are too small to tell.
Okay.
All right, any other questions?
Do I assume that the domino mask is familiar?
I'm not telling you what you assume. That's what you see.
Okay, perfect. That's good. You can give him the thumbs up.
Hey, did you get all the whispers?
I did get all the whispers, but the other two aren't undeafening.
No,
come on,
they're
Nick.
not.
Come on, June.
They don't know how to pay attention.
Come on, Nick. Come on, June. Come on, Nick. Come on, June.
Okay.
Come on, Nick. Come on. Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Nick.
There we go.
There you go.
Sorry, I had to turn off my music because I could hear it in the other room, and I was like, I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing this.
Very well. So, as you are saying your goodbyes to Kane, not your final goodbyes, but you're saying goodbyes. Zio, one last time, give me a perception check. Actually,
right, let's see.
You and Ecclesius.
And everyone deafens again.
Do I have an advantage?
Nope. You suck today.
Apparently 4. Let's roll this dice.
4?
See what I get. 7.
Get
There's
your
a 12
bangs out of your
Roll
eyes.
something else.
I've been rolling like everything.
Jeremy,
roll the right
Why
one.
don't you turn on your camera and show us how you're rolling it?
Ecclesius,
Yeah.
what was your roll?
21.
21. You would hear, as he's walking away, nothing specific, but you note that he starts having a conversation as he's walking away.
Oh.
And then he gets out of earshot.
I noticed he's having a conversation with somebody
Just
that's
starts
not here.
talking.
Somebody.
Yes?
Can I cast message on him real quick?
Sure.
Hello, King. I am sorry to disturb you, but it appears that you were trying to say something to us, but I didn't catch it as you walked away.
As he was his reply, he goes, "Oh, I was just speaking to one of the maids in the hall."
Ecclesius finds it odd because we were just in the hall and we have yet to see a maid. There's just nothing but butlers. It's a very matriarchal situation going on. All jokes aside, Ecclesius doesn't buy that because why would he be speaking telepathically to maids about sheets and linens? So
you don't know
I
if he
even
was
think I
speaking
need it.
telepathically.
Yeah.
He just started speaking.
Okay.
I'm not telling you not to assume that. I'm just saying you don't know that he was. He just started having a conversation as he left.
I will in the top corner of our screen. You just see Ecclesius will remember that because Ecclesius doesn't buy it, but I'm not gonna make a big deal, and I don't really know what I would insight that.
Very well. Anything else you would all like to do?
Um,
Has Kane made his leave?
Yes, Kane is good and gone.
So he was, as he was leaving, he was talking to someone, but there was no one here. And then I shot him a message into his brain space, and he said that he was talking to a maid. I find that highly unlikely. I don't know what to make of these. Zio, are there...
I was just going to say that he also told Urodin in their side conversation that everybody could hear because you pulled him right out of the middle of us, that he had nobody that he referred to as master, but Urodin, you said that you heard him talking to his master.
And for the first time, you see Urodin pull out a spork, but instead of like fidgeting with it, like pulling around, being goofy with it, he's
like a transformer.
He's like rubbing it, and he's like very nervous.
Don't
Hey, Eddie.
don't.
Oh, don't. I was gonna say don't smile while you say that. While you're nervous.
Wait, Urodin, why do you seem so nervous? Has something happened that you,
I noticed something on his sheath.
What did you notice? What was it?
He had, there was a symbol towards the tip of it. It was of a cup of a sort. But what stood out to me the most, Cain had a domino mask on his sheath. Toward the stem of it was like a elongated cup. And there was a domino mask.
I look at Zio.
Yeah, I look at Zio.
But there was a circle, and there was runes. I could not distinguish any of the runes, but it.
I hold up my jacket.
You mean like this? Literally?
I'm always wearing this.
As you look at it,
you would know that.
Do you mean like this?
Yeah. Yeah, that is it.
Knew it.
You know shit, Jess. Shut up.
I know it all. I know it all. I know it all.
Wait, so...
Didn't...
I kind of pace away for a second, like, 5 or 6 paces.
No.
Didn't the Goliath have that?
Yeah, he had that on his neck.
Yeah.
The domino mask is the bureau.
So the bureau and the runes are connected.
Which means that the bureau and the assembly.
It means nothing.
Hold on.
Back.
Hold on.
Yes, hold on. I agree.
Cain's not part of the bureau or the assembly. Now
Hey.
maybe there is something connected there, but
Maybe he stole that sheath from someone else.
exactly, he's been on a lot of adventures. Maybe he
Why
got
wouldn't
that
he
on
rechange it
one of
though?
his
Because
adventures.
he knows. We told him about the domino mask. He knows of it.
I don't think we ever told him about the domino
We
mask.
did in our case. He was watching our case. We explained it.
We did explain it.
That is true.
I don't think that we mentioned the bureau. Did anyone specifically mention the domino tattoo?
actually, I think you guys never did.
We never said anything about the tattoo. We only mentioned the bureau. Maybe the green, but not the tattoo.
Let's not.
Isn't
mention
that like
domino
the?
mask.
That's not.
To gain.
Okay, well,
Why?
aside from...
What is your angle here?
We're being sneaky, which is something you have a lot to learn about.
What? Me? Why? What? I don't understand where you're. Also, I need an angle on that too. Please go on.
When you angled yourself away while we were all standing there, and then you tried to talk to... This is, great.
That was so helpful. Thank you.
Aylar is right though. The best way to find out any more information is to be sneaky. and I know a thing or two about being sneaky, but we cannot assume anything. I can ask my masquerader if he knows of any of this, but
no, I don't think we need to reach out to anybody. I think everyone is basically exposed now. Everything is connected.
Did you mention to Kane anything about that? Or did you just see it?
I just saw it as he was getting up, and I kind of focused on just what he was wearing.
So again, you said it was the domino mask, and the domino mask was inside of the runes that are on Ecclesias's jacket.
There was like a cup, and then the stem of the cup was a domino mask.
Or I guess it
was the cup a chalice.
Exactly.
It was a cup, and
the black chalice.
The black chalice, the bureau,
and then there was a circle around it, and then there was runes on the inside.
Are these the three of the Paul Syndicate?
That's the Paul Syndicate.
What if the mask is the Paul Syndicate?
The mask
must be a
bureau. Oh,
this must be a
why do you have the mask, Ecclesias?
I don't have the mask.
He has the runes for
I have the runes. Look at my runes.
Sorry, I misinterpreted that.
And this is... Oh, God, I'm drunk. I wouldn't be able to comprehend that.
Downside of being fucked up, baby!
Okay, so I turn into Rick.
Yeah.
Come on, Morty.
So
that would also...
We need to get a hold of Chester. I feel like we should write him a note, or I can speak to him into his brain.
But also, what do we have to tell him? What do we have to go on that we saw one symbol with all three of them together?
It's
Again,
something
he could
small.
have just picked this up on one of his adventures.
I know. I should.
It's just something that somebody notices and changes.
No. This. What I meant to say, I did not mean to throw Kane onto the carriage. I meant to say that we should tell Chester that we found these symbols all interlocking into one. We need to let him know that we might have made,
and Ecclesias is visibly distraught with what he's about to say,
have found what three organizations make the Power Syndicate. Or just to let him know so he can give us his thoughts.
I think that is a good idea, but I just thought of something more worryingly. So, the runes are the assembly, and the mask is the bureau, and the cup is the black chalice. Why did he have all three? And not only one?
Syndicate.
No, but everyone else we've seen has only had one. He has all three.
Well, in my eyes, that means he is much higher rank than anyone else that we have ever seen.
That is my point.
So wait, we have the Paul Syndicate. We have the Black Chalice. We have what else? The
Euro.
You know what the hardest word to spell in the Common Dictionary is? Bureau.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. B-U-R-E-A-U.
Yeah, I had a hard time.
Say that again. B what?
B-U-R-E-A-U.
Oh, sick. I got it right for the first time.
As you're spelling that, Ecclesias walks away a little bit.
And then the last one is the assembly.
Black Chalice, the Bureau, and the Assembly.
Esoteric
Assembly make up the Paul Syndicate.
I would say Jag's got it. It's B-E-A-U-R-E-U.
All right, well, Jag, you don't have to show off. You don't have merch.
I would like to walk out and join Ecclesias. And as I walk over to you, are you just like sitting in the hallway or something?
I didn't leave the room. I just meant I maybe took 10 paces away, in thought. But as you walk up,
Zio, I needed to gather my thoughts because I think it might be time for you all to know something about me. I feel like you guys trust me at this point.
We do.
I would hope so. And I think it's time. We can go back to the group. I just needed a moment to collect my thoughts.
Okay. I just came over here to tell you that I suppose I know how you've felt.
How are we in denial? Are there people that groomed us and made us who we are? The very foundation of something sinister?
I hope it's not denial. But I suppose if I'm wrong, that's probably where I'm at.
I try not to do too deep of thinking when emotions are provoked. I find that I make hasty decisions and it clouds my judgment. So, I think I might know of a way to find out more information, but it is something that I promised myself I would leave in my past. But this might be a reason to unbury those hatchets.
Well, I don't want to push you to an extreme like that, but I feel like the extremes have pushed us to this point.
Agreed.
I mean, it didn't take too long after leaving home to find out how shitty this world can be. Maybe there's still more shit to dig through.
This is true. I spent most of my life on the streets, and it pushed me into a life that I did not want, but it was one that provided at the time being. But I think that the rest of the group has a right to know this as well, so why don't we make our way back to them, and I can let you all in on a little secret of mine.
Okay. I'll put my arm around you and hand on your shoulder as I walk back.
And yeah, we'll walk back to the group.
Just before that, like as they kind of like separate from the group,
Are you gonna hear zero us again?
What?
Yeah, get him. No, I actually, like, with my hand on my bow, I slowly walk over to June and I say, the ones with the connections are talking secretively. We should be on our guard.
I'll kind of turn to Urodin and Alar because you're there too.
And Cthulhu because he's...
And Cthulhu. Well, Cthulhu's drunk.
Nah, he's wasted. He's
Cthulhu,
wasted.
I could wait. Can I read this, like, read the room and see that everyone's really serious?
Yeah, but that doesn't make you any more serious.
Well, then I'm gonna cast Lester Restoration on myself.
Who's Lester?
Lester.
Very
Lester's
well.
restoration.
Pete Jones.
As you cast it, you do become a little less inebriated, and you suffer only 1 point of exhaustion now.
But I'm gonna cast it again. See if it eliminates it.
Unfortunately,
You just like
not.
Alrighty.
I mean, I would say this while Cthulhu is
You're
there,
better.
too.
You're not
Just-
like fucked, but you're still good.
I'm buzzing.
I think that this could go a lot of different ways. I think that both of them are connecting on the fact that people that they have trusted may not be people that they can trust. It doesn't necessarily mean that we can't trust them. And I look at Urodin.
They're part of a plan, and this is their time to take us out. I'm just telling us right now, be aware. Don't do anything drastic. Just be on your guard.
Do you trust me, Urodin?
What's that?
Do you trust me?
Yeah.
Do you trust any of us?
Yeah, I do.
I trust Ecclesius. He is the only one out of us that has truly preached for peace. Zio is spoiled, but I think his parents are good.
I trust them both until they specifically give me a reason not to, which is why I say I think right now we need to have compassion for them, because if what we think is true, which Urodin, I look him in the eye, I believe that we are on the same page in what we are thinking is going on. But this
turn
hurts
is up.
them.
They're coming back. Let us see what happens.
As you guys would be walking up, you would say that you would probably hear me say, but this hurts them.
And I would still be very rigid and like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, T-pose. No, I'm kind of like, Erden's feet are in a sturdy stance.
In Orcish, I would say to Urodin,
I've trusted them with my life, and I still trust them with my life.
I don't know what you're saying.
In Orcish, I respond, you don't know you don't know Kane, and you don't know the Assembly.
As you guys will now be face to face again as Zio walks Ecclesius over.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
My my tail that was not dragging, that like walked away and then back, but low, wraps around my waist slowly.
I need to tell you something. I think you all have the right to know now.
I take my hood off, and with my like low cut jerkin underneath my jacket, I reveal a brand that's on in between my shoulder blades and my spine of a snake and a sword going into it.
This was a branding that I received of a group of people that I was with before I was taken into the Esoteric Assembly. I have done terrible things in my past to survive. I know maybe of a way to find out more information about this power syndicate. Now, where I might be blinded with the Assembly that rescued me from a life that I did not want to return to. But I have a reliable and trustworthy contact. This person acts as a liaison through a network of other criminal organizations. Regardless of where I am, what city, be it by boat or by land, I know messengers in each city. and there are ways of contacting this person. I severed ties with this person long ago, but I feel this is too important to Zio, myself, and now that you are all involved, do not get in touch with this person again. I only fear that revealing where I am now might bring up things from my past that I would have liked to remain buried. I understand if you do not trust me, and I would rather not say the terrible things I have done. But I would just hope that you trust me, to know that that life is behind me.
Did the brand that he revealed resemble anything on what I saw on Kane?
No. I don't believe any of you have seen that symbol before.
Okay.
What is that symbol for, Ecclesius?
A symbol represents ownership. That I effectively was owned by this group to be used in the ways that they needed me to, but the thing that I am not proud of is that I enjoyed it. I was good at it. I could deceive that. I could change how I looked. I could sulk in the shadows, never to be seen.
I had to stop you right there because at first when you decided there to started to describe it, it was I almost felt a little pity, but you enjoy it. So what is it actually to you? What did you actually do?
I robbed, I cheated, and I killed. I did many things to survive. As you know, I had no one my whole life. I had myself. But there was a point where that was not serving me anymore. I would be happy to answer any and all questions about this. But I need your permission to get a hold of my contact.
Before we get too far, my attention shifts to Zio. What do you know about Kane? Everything. Spill it all. I have heard I heard one thing, and I saw the symbols he wears. And he carries on him. I want to know everything, and be 100% honest, because so far Ecclesius is coming out. If there's anything you have not told us, now's the time.
Everything that I've told you about Kane is pretty much all I know about Kane. To me, he was a great adventurer, a great mentor. He taught me everything I know. I have not once lied to any of you. If these accusations that you cast on Kane turn out to be true, then I have been deceived for many more years than you.
And I find that unfortunate, which is why I wonder, Ecclesius, this group that you were in, how did the Esoteric Assembly save you from them? What did they tell you that they were?
knew what they were. I knew what I had to do, or else I would lose my life, and those around me would suffer, not by death, but other ways. The Esoteric Assembly offered me a way out. To leave that life behind me. To humble myself in the pursuit of knowledge and not riches or power. And I took that chance as soon as I could. So, Zio says that he has been deceived.
Might have been.
And might have been. And if this Esoteric Assembly is yet another organization based off nefarious reasons and goals, and I've traded one group of selfish I did not trade into a better group, just a different one with fancy tools.
How do you perceive us now? Are you part of the collective? Or are you using the collective?
I look Urodin dead in his eyes. And my icy white blue eyes don't blink.
Are you suggesting that my whole involvement from Chester putting me in contact with you is anything other than genuine? Do you suggest that I am using you all for my own gains?
And my tail like slowly uncurls and just comes behind me.
I thought you trusted me. I thought all of you trusted me.
He does not speak for us all.
Yeah, Khadun is right.
I trust both of you. If you were using us, you could have killed us, or at least me. I've fallen multiple times. I trust both of you. Many people were led when they were younger in the wrong direction. I mean, everyone. A lot of people. I am in the similar. I'm branded just like you, and I kind of like jerk up my sleeve, and you see a tattoo with a sword going through it and a shield and surrounded by fire, and it's really crudely done. I was branded too when I was younger, not by choice. And I was, in a way, pushed out. So, I mean this sincerely. I understand where you come from, Ecclesius. A lot of us have had to do things we never wanted to do, or we regret doing now. And with Zio, you never know the true background, and the stories that they have until sometimes it's too late. I trust both of you with my life, and I would give you anything you would need.
Put my arm on your shoulder. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Urodin does not speak for everyone here.
Thank you.
I put my hand on your shoulder.
Thank you for trusting me.
He is right. I don't speak. I am solely speaking for myself. And
sorry.
Maybe I am skeptical. You have proved yourself. I do have trust in you. But what are recent findings? I want to know a little where your allegiance lies. And that is all I'm asking. A brand or a tattoo, and I'll like kind of reveal like the underside of my tunic, like just like the top. And you see the tribal tattoos that Urodin has. Only go so far. I've abandoned my tribe.
you abandoned your past life for something else that you thought or you fought for. That is what?
I could calm the water for you. In one simple spell, nobody fights it. We can see where people's true allegiance lie. That's all it takes. Would you need that?
Me?
Yes, for you. My
No.
allegiance. Because if
No,
you are
I
curious...
want to... Cleisius is looking me in the eye. I want to look him back. I will take him at his word.
Fair enough.
Thank you. June?
I feel like I trust everyone in this group with my life, and I would give mine for any one of yours. I feel at this point that both you and Zio have been unfortunate victims of larger plots. I hope that even though you had some connection to your assembly, Ecclesius, that if it does turn out to be the case, that you would help us do what needs to be done. And same with Zio. If it does turn out to be that Kane is part of this, that we are trying to stop, that now look at Zio, that you would be with us and do what needs to be done.
I am currently separated from my family because I believe in this group and the messages that we bring.
What if no brands, no tattoos, just a simple handshake between the 6 of us right now? That it is us, no matter what.
I put my hand in.
I'll agree to this, but June, if it was your mentor.
I know. And I look at Zio. And which is why I say that I feel like this is hard and this hurts both of you if it turns out to be what we think. But
And I'm going to need some proof.
Absolutely. I think we all do. But if the proof shows what the proof shows, then we do what we have to do.
I put my hand back down.
Mine's still in.
Oh, I didn't hear anybody else do it, so I'm just like...
No, I said I put my hand out.
I'll put my hand in at this point.
There are, as I put my hand in, there are
I
two
try to slither my hand under Alar so I'm on top of Zio's.
There are 2 groups of people I have trusted with my life. My clan, the warriors from my clan, and you all. And I would rather I die trusting you than live on cynical.
Can you put your hand in too?
Oh, you say Cthulhu.
Yeah. I did.
I trust you all with my life, and I really do. I am scared
for you guys if my past comes to haunt me. I put my hand in. I am who I am, and I will stay with you guys. But if my past comes too fast, and it comes to the point where I know it's a detriment, I will leave a note. And that is all I can do.
We
I
all
will
have
give-
baggage,
I understand that.
and we can deal with it together.
Yes, when your time comes, we will deal with it as the collective we are. But right now, we are dealing with something that is so uncertain. Since my hand is on top of Zio's, and I kind of grasp it a little bit, have an idea. And I look at Zio and make eye contact. You know, I really want to go in to Kane's room, and I want to grab his sword and show it to you so you can see it with your eyes. But I think you need to go in there, train with him, be the the brotherly love that you have for him, that mentorship. You take that, use it to our advantage. If you have to prove me wrong, go off of that. Prove me wrong from what I saw. I know what I saw, though. I know I'm right. You have to go in there, train with him, look at his sword, and confirm it for your own eyes, for you and Ecclesius. And
I
then
think we'll have time for that.
Yes. And then after that, don't say anything. You keep your companionship with him, and you keep being sneaky, and you try to be a double agent. So you are playing for the collective solely, but you play for him too. You relay it all. That is our way in.
If there's anything to get into, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
I don't think we need to absolutely cut ties, but we absolutely have to be cautious.
We have to be cautious, and we need to take just what we have right now, Urodin. We need to confirm. You need to confirm that.
Absolutely. Yes, take my words.
I think
as they are. They are my words. I have no reasons to lie, but confirm what you must.
I told you that I believe you and I trust you, but not just for us, but for anyone else. There needs to be proof.
Yeah.
Proof of what's going on.
100.
That
Absolutely
goes further than just a symbol.
Yeah. Okay. No, go ahead.
I would look at Zio and Ecclesius, and I would say,
learn from their failures and be inspired by their successes. We're all in this together.
The tail goes on top of all of our hands.
As he pauses,
You said your tail goes on top.
As he pauses, I kind of look at Alar and I say, just to finish off what he said, we are the collective.
All right.
That we are.
And who's ready for another round of drinks? No?
Okay.
Oh.
Got it.
So,
There's
as
the one level of exhaustion.
the collective, as you all stand around, reuniting in a sense, and pontificating on to what extent, if any, Kane's involvement is with the Bureau, Esoteric Assembly, or the Black Chalice, that is where we're going to wrap for this week.
Jesus Christ.
And for timeline's sake, for everyone in chat, we will be picking up next week, but in the game, the characters will have had a 2-week downtime vacation in Uthran. So there will be some downtime activities that they do over those 2 weeks that may or may not come up in conversation next week. I'll probably ask, what is the, overview of what they did, but there may be some secretive things that they keep hidden. But I do want to say, let's switch up this music. This is not good. Hey, that was fun. We have fun. Yeah.
Hey, we had fun. That was fun.
So let me change up the music to Farewell to the Kind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fun. That was
happy.
fun. We had fun.
Yeah.
This game is fun.
Game doesn't make people hate each other or
Alrighty.
anything.
No,
So-
I think Curls put in there. Everyone just starts stabbing everyone.
What is this? I did it again.
Did you put on?
I did it again. I did. It's so weird.
Before we get
We did not mean
switch.
It did it again.
So
didn't
just so the chat knows what's going on, one of the links to one of the songs that we play, when you put it in the Discord, if you just add an exclamation mark at the end of like the link, it just links it to "Baby It's Cold Outside." We found that out on accident, and it was hilarious.
That is the most ridiculous, one little,
Right?
one-off little mistake.
Yeah, it's like 27 characters of
Why
random
that? Why that disturbing song?
Baby, it's cold outside.
So,
I'm
what I
nervous.
will say, I'm
Yeah.
excited. Couple
Yeah,
things
yeah, it's
that
so
I will say is we will be back on Tuesday for a continuation of Ink and Well with, I believe, both Nick and his co-host, Edward. They will be
It's
back.
not his co-host. It's
The co-host, Edward.
Thank you.
They will be back on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you tune in for that so they can do some more creative writing for all of you. As well as we will be then back on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Exploring the Archives, where we get to dissect everything in the juicy bits of Chapter 36. And then we'll be back a week from today, where 2 weeks will have passed for our adventurers in Chapter 37. But we will be raiding someone, somebody new that we have not raided yet.
Are we gonna dock Whimsy?
No, Whimsy
No,
is
Whimsy's
not.
with us.
Yeah, Whimsy's with us right now. So I will put it
Whimsy's
in
with
there.
us.
They're God_mode. They are also streaming D&D. They have a really cool setup. They look really fun. So make sure that when we get over there, #SporkArmy, y'all use those emotes. But
Also, I was just gonna say, Jag said that there's gonna be a lot to talk about on Wednesday, so go in the
That is true.
Discord and vote for who you want to be on.
Yes.
Yep, go in there, vote for who you
Yes.
want to see. Obviously, I'm already in there, so I'm not part of the vote. So it will only be 3 other people. So make sure you go in there and vote for your favorites you want to see and hear from.
Yes.
But without further ado, we are going to send you over to God mode. Make sure you get the Sporks in check with a #SporkArmy. And we will see you again, if not Tuesday or Wednesday, Friday, for the continuation of the Arcane Archives. Take care, everybody. We'll see you later.